May it please your lordship.
Yes, Mr. Rato.
My lord, matter, if your lordship permits, are unlisted.
What is the urgency?
The same matter I did last week, my lord. It's a similar order I'll be pressing for.
Get it in the first topic.
Yes, yes.
May I have your lordship's indulgence with respect to item numbers 24 and 25? Here, my lord, the selection process.
Some decision was to be taken.
My lord, in fact, we have received another instruction from the recruitment police. This entails, my lord, having a relook into the entire reservation policy. So,
Fine. This would require some consideration from you.
so they are asking for 90 days. They will also generally say that listed after 3 months.
3 months. Yes. Who is there?
I have informed Mr. Dicky Panging appears in one of the matters.
Matters, huh?
And
So they are in session of the matter. Let them take that call. We'll see thereafter. Mr. I. Chaudhary, learned Advocate General, Arunachal Pradesh, appearing for the statement in the matters, has submitted that the government is seriously looking into the matter and the issue would be resolved at the earliest. Accordingly, he prays that the matter be listed after 3 months. We'll put it after 3 months on a date, 3 months. So the said prayer is not objected to by the Learning Council for the petitioners. So accordingly, list this matter after 3 months on a date to be fixed by the registry.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 8, Lordship. This may be taken up on 13th. I have taken the consent of the other side. 13th of March.
Which one? Item number?
8.
What was the issue here?
Regarding land, cancellation of land possession certificate.
Have it next week. On the prayer made on behalf of
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are ASRing.
Yes.
Made by the ASRing Learning Council for the petitioner. List this matter again after a week on a date to be fixed by the registry.
All right.
I brought the respondent, madam.
Mr. T. Sun Learning Council appears for the appearing for the respondents is present.
All right.
My lord, I would like to mention an unlisted petition with very limited prayer
What is that limited prayer?
for disposal of the representative.
Oh no, what is that?
My lord, it's a transfer matter. Transfer
When was the order passed?
on 7th, my lord.
7th.
My lord.
Today we are not released.
Not released, my lord. Difficulty is that my lord, my children are appearing in class 12 and class
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
You complete your instructions before you approach. Instructions in all respects.
May I please, your lordship? I beg to mention for listing in WPC, lordship.
Huh?
Listing in WPC, lordship. For
Yes, what is it?
on 13th.
No, what is the urgency?
Lordship.
What is the matter?
Matter related to consumer dispute, lordship. District Consumer Redressal reject my prayer, and I have to file an first appeal before that consumer forum. But there
the
is
chairman is not there.
not there, and I have already filed before National Consumer Forum revision petition, and accordingly they have instructed me to file WPC before this honorable court, lordship.
See, we have asked Mr. Ratan, additional AG, to receive instruction as to why the
State consumer.
president is not being appointed. I don't know when
I have contacted the registrar also, lordship.
Couple of them. You have it next week. By the time Mr. Ratan will also be in a position to come and.
I have already submission my representation before the registrar, State Consumer Forum, and along with Consumer Affairs, lordships, on 13/2/2023, lordships. But the registrar said that until and unless the selection procedure is not completed, then no will come.
Because
why I have
entertainment
filed.
of such application by this court should be a rarity.
Yes, lordship.
You have it on 18th. Okay, by the time we'll also have a position wrong.
18.
18. Any problem?
No. 18, lordship.
Okay, put it 18. 18 controls. Okay, yes, Mr.
My lord, I beg to mention item number 2, my lord. My lord, item number 2, my lord, this matter was earlier conducted by my colleagues, my lord. Now, this previous council was yet to hand over me,
We'll do it together. We'll do it together.
my lord.
We'll do it together. We'll educate ourselves together. This is that lady who was dismissed because of that contractual teacher.
My lord, I've not been handed over the brief for a concerned file, my
We
lord.
will help
My
you.
lord,
We'll help you.
my lord.
My lordship, I beg to mention item number 5. On instruction of the petitioner for withdrawal of
You
this
don't
matter.
want it. When do you want it?
Your lordship, I have been instructed for the withdrawal of this matter.
Withdrawal.
Yes, your lordship.
You're in the case.
Yes, your lordship. My
Your
name is
name?
reflected here. Bate J. Koyu.
Bate Joel Koyo.
Yes, your lordship.
Okay. Mr. Bate Joel Koyo, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, on instructions submits that he be permitted to withdraw the present petition with liberty to refile if so required. If so, if the occasion so arises. Full stop. Prayer accepted. The writ petition stands dismissed on withdrawal. However, liberty reserved to the petitioner to refile the same if the occasion so arises.
Much obliged.
Item number 1.
Yes, Mr. Pame.
Last occasion, my lord,
Last occasion and today, the court had further opportunity to examine the matter.
last occasion, my lord, order was passed, my lord, to bring a CD, my lord, in this case.
CD receipt here. Okay, fine. Let it be here. Fine. Now you tell me. Your case in the writ petition is custodial person. Nothing is there. Two reports, CJM and the National Human Rights Commission. Over and above this, the disease was accompanied all along by his wife.
My lord.
You say she is not his wife or something, but documents speak otherwise. And they never raised an objection. What is that?
My lord, truly, my lord, at this time, my lord, I also feel, my lord, I could not build up this case properly, my lord, in absence
No,
of.
it's not your fault. If
No.
there is nothing, what will you build up?
No, my lord, the fake, my lord, reminded, my lord, as documents, my lord, was not furnished to me.
Report of National Human Rights Commissions.
Therefore, my lord, may I pray, my lord, this matter, my lord, may be closed, my lord, with a direction to the respondent to furnish me the this particular documents, my lord, the report of the CGM with or enclosure, my lord, and with a liberty
That
granted.
you file an, you withdraw this way, you file an application.
My lord,
RTA.
I have
You can
already,
file an RTA.
my lord, I have already filed, my lord, I have made a categorical statement in my writ petition, my lord. I tried to obtain the CTC, my lord. That also have enclosed, my lord, before filing this case, my lord. That was not furnished to me, my lord. At least, my lord, I deserve to have a look at my report, post-mortem report, my lord, also, my lord. That is also not enclosed in this case, my lord. My lord will kindly look at
The body challan is there. Is the postmortem report here, Mr.
no, my lord, that is not enclosed, my lord. That also, my lord. At least my humble submission, my lord, at least I deserve that, my lord, right, my lord, to look into the postmortem report of my only son, my lord. So I would pray, my lord, this report, my lord, will kindly direct, pass a direction, my lord, to punish all those documents, my lord, rely by, my lord, this CGM, my lord, while preparing this report, my lord. So then I can have a look at that, my lord, God, and if advise, my lord, I'll may grant liberty, my lord, to approach again, my lord. It's not that, my lord, I did not try, my lord. I did try to obtain the CTC also, my lord. I have enclosed the copy also, my lord, the CT.
Why was it denied to you?
My lord, if my lord kindly turn to page number 8, my lord, at para 9, my lord, I have made a categorical statement, my lord.
There are 9.
My lord. petition back stated the petitioner to know the exact reason of the date of the decision submit application dated to her counsel before learned CGM UPI, polling certified copy, postmortem report, inquest report, etc. for this, but same way not provided to the petition counsel. My lord.
Yes, Council. Why were this, is there any bar in giving her these reports? Yes, Mr. Tara.
Yes,
Mr. Tara. Whenever there is a report, postmortem report and all the fine, say custodial torture is alleged here. It's there in the CGM code. He applied for a certified true copy. That was not given. Is there any bar in giving those documents?
There is no bar.
There is no-
no, no problem.
Even it does not fall under the definition of section 8J of the RTA.
Not yet. Okay, give him, let him have, let her have the mother. She is entitled to know why her son has died. Maybe there is nothing here.
Yes,
Torture is not there.
torture is not there. No negligence.
Negligence is not there.
No
Okay, we will
negligence is there.
satisfy. And he has also not built up any case on that lines.
Yes,
So we'll close this and we'll accept Mr. Preme's prayer that if he makes an application before the competent authority will take steps to give him those copies.
yes.
Right?
Right.
Right? Mr. L. Premi, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Heard Mr. L. Premi, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, Mr.
G. Tado,
G. Tado, Learned, appearing for
additional KP.
Hmm?
For 1, 2, and 3.
for the respondents number,
Oh, 4 and 5, sorry. He's for
respondent number 4 and 5. And Mr.
I'm appearing for 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
He's for 1, 2 and 3.
1, 2, and 3. And Mr. So-and-so for respondent number 4 and 5. Anybody for respondent number 6?
No, my lord.
None has appeared for respondent number 6. Mr. L. Premi, Learned Counsel for the petitioner at the outset submits that on account of the fact that he was not given access to the reports pertaining to the death of her only son, which is raised in the present proceedings, he has not been able to prepare. He has not been able to prepare the writ petition in the manner required. Accordingly, Mr. Premi prays that he be permitted to withdraw the present writ petition with liberty to refile the same, with a further direction to the competent authority to furnish to the petitioner the relevant documents, including the postmortem report pertaining to the death of her only son, for an examination to satisfy herself that there was no any misdoing in the death occasioning to her son while in custody. Also, it is to be noted at this stage that the matter was also examined by the National Human Rights Commission, and the National Human Rights Commission, after making its independent inquiry in the matter, had concluded that the death occasioning to the death of the son of the petitioner was not on account of any foul play or negligence on the part of the police official, and the death was natural and due to the ailment suffered by the son of the petitioner. Full stop. However, in view of the fact that the mother desires to understand the actual cause of the death of a petitioner by perusing the documents, full stop, it is provided that the dismissal of the full stop, in view of the prayer made by Mr. L. Premi, the writ petition stands dismissed as not pressed. Next, however, dismissal of the present writ petition shall not bar with liberty, shall not bar the petitioner hearing to approach the competent authority, wherein the documents as sought by her are available to make an application for a certified copy of this same, full stop. In the event of the petitioner making such application, the authority before whom such application is made, in the event the documents are so available in its records, a copy, certified copy thereof be furnished to the petitioner. Full stop. Okay?
High level.
CD may be written here.
Yeah. The CD as produced by Mr. CD, as produced by Mr. Gita.
Jitado.
Learned additional PP is written here.
Oblige.
Item number 2. Yes, Sabah.
It's a classic case, Lordship. Lordship. I was appointed.
You give him a copy. He may not have a copy. You have a copy.
Well, I just take a second copy.
Second copy, fine. Very good. In Guwahati, whenever I sit, first thing I do is that take the second copy and give to everyone. See, only thing here. She is admittedly a contractual.
My lord.
Just a point of law. There is no fact here. You found her to be involved in certain incident with regard to that paper leakage. Fine.
Just list of that, Lordship.
Paper leakage, right?
Yes.
Mr. Abing, you take your seat. Then, basing on that, you suspended.
My lord.
The police went ahead with the investigation. Came to the conclusion, see the bail order also
Yes.
reflects. Came to the conclusion that yes, she was responsible for that. And see, it's not a question of paper leak. It's a question of your district authority's ego. Because the paper leak admittedly occasioned after the exam was over. So naturally that did not affect the exam, but naturally your people there may have cut a very sorry figure in before the public. Now, you pass an impugned order. And therein, it's specifically provided that because of this, we are terminating. Can you do that? Is it not a stigma? Is
My
it
lord.
not punitive?
My
At
lord,
least
that is
she
there.
was entitled to a notice.
My lord, that is there. My lord. That
To
part
that extent only. We will not even reinstate her.
My lord.
We'll only interfere with that order, remand back the matter to you, give her a notice, let her say, if you find that she is guilty, terminate her services.
My lord.
But if you find that she has justified in her reply that she should not be disturbed, she will be entitled to all the benefits. This is what we propose. What do you say? Because her term has also come to an end.
And my
Now, if it was not for this, you have taken that plea. That by this time her term has also come to an end. But if this incident was not there, she would have been continuing. Because she was continuing for 12 years.
my lord.
What do you say? Only on that. If today, this is only why I wanted to tell you. Examine this matter. We'll have it tomorrow.
My lord. That.
Tomorrow or day after, whenever it's there, only examine on this point. If you can satisfy me that I shouldn't be passing this order, I'll change my view. I'll not even hear Mr. Abhi. You tell me.
My lord, that is this termination was done by the deputy commissioner. my lord.
Naturally, he is the one who is responsible. I think he is the appointing authority also.
Yes.
Then
Under SSA. my lord.
SSA. Because he was a junior teacher under SSA. And we look at your allegation from any line. There was no leakage of the news, and the question paper during the period of the exam. It was after that.
My lord.
Naturally, it affected your district authorities. They were put to a very bad
My
state of affairs because of that. Media pressure. So they did this. Swami, I'll give you one day.
Lordship.
We'll pass this order only, nothing more than that.
Lordship.
Right?
Lordship.
Tomorrow.
Man.
Day after, when?
Day after
Day
tomorrow.
after. Done. Wednesday. List again on Wednesday. On the
Declare.
prayer of Mr. Who is appearing for the finance? You are. See, these bills are of 2011. Your decision or the change in policy happened in 2015.
Yes, Lord.
How can you deny this, man?
At that time also, Lordship, the ceiling limit was 5 pence.
Show me that, because I don't find that. You made a clearance, but I don't find that before 2015 you had something. Just show me that. Mr. Modi, have you said?
Lordship, my page 7
Of your?
of your by respondent number 1. There is two affidavit. This is by respondent number 1.
Affidavit by respondent number 1,
Yes, Lordship.
page 7.
Yes.
Mr. Modi, when did you have your transplant?
My lord, in years 2016. But my lord, one thing I have not been received so far as affidavit in respondent number 1. So far, I have only the one affidavit.
Oh, you did not get this affidavit?
They must have misplaced somewhere, otherwise without
No, no,
giving them, we can't file. Lordship.
We can check it up.
Yes, Lord.
What I have.
Received by R. Boy.
My lord.
This is by Mr. Affidavit by respondent number 1, 24 June 2019. This was addressed to Advocate C. Borua R. Bora. And it was received by R. Bora.
At that point of time, Lordship,
Maybe Mr. Modi was not appearing.
My lords. I'm
You
new,
have a copy?
new in this case, my
You
lord.
have a copy. Give him a copy.
So far, my lord, I have that.
You have got it. So we'll have it on Wednesday. You go through it once. Madam,
Lordship.
only that thing. If that be so, because another thing, you have taken a plea that Medanta is not
Yes.
an approved panel in the
Yes.
panel,
Yes.
but he was referred by your authority here.
To Madam Lordship, we have alleged department, health department also saying that without approval, they have sent
See,
the
this man is on his deathbed at that point of time. So he will naturally, he had gone before the authority. Authority said, go there. He went there. What is the fault in his part? I think this is a case where you will have to take up. Because you have admitted by giving him 5 lakhs that, yes, he is. And I think he is not even insured under that new scheme. Is he insured under the new scheme? No. Are you?
No.
Lordship, in the new scheme, if he is not registered himself, is his fault.
His fault. Mr. Modi, I think you will have to reply to that respondent number 1's affidavit.
I'm ready.
In the old, this one scheme also, Lordship, is 70%, and that is
70%.
70%.
See, you have determined
5
that
lakhs.
amount payable to him, the authorities, some 25. He is claiming 42 lakhs, but the determination is around 25 lakhs.
23 lakhs.
23 lakhs by the authorities.
That is by the health department, that is without approval, Lordship. That is. Secretary has to approve and then it has to go to finance.
Then finance has to.
Yes, this is by the director only, in the, this one, director level only. Also.
You file an affidavit. I'll give you some more time. You file an affidavit, reply to that. That respondent number 1's affidavit. I think that has to be. The best way, what I was proposing was that I'll require your department commissioner to call a meeting of the finance commissioner and the health commissioner. Sit down, thrash out this matter, because it worked in Guwahati. Same situation. With regard to Bodoland University, same lever was not being given, then this was done. the man got some benefit. So that was what I was proposing. But now with that affidavit, maybe you file a reply.
Right.
On the prayer made by Mr. Modi, list this matter after 10 days, enabling Mr. Modi, the petition to bring on record his rejoinder to the affidavit filed by respondent number 1, Madam Kabir Namleli. 10 days. Do you want a date or after 10 days?
After 10 days.
After 10, list the matter again after 10 days.
My lord, if you recall, my lord,
Yeah.
last you lordship directed us to bring some certain records, my lord. We have filed the affidavit.
Mr. Nabam wanted to finish off this matter in your absence.
Yes.
We did not prevent. We did not allow you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Now tell me,
Uh,
have you filed a reply to this affidavit or you accepting this?
yeah, my lord, this morning I got this counter affidavit filed by the.
Today morning?
Yes. No. Yes.
How? It was
Friday,
given
my
to you, Mr. Nima, on
Yes.
7/3.
Correct, my lord.
3.
7-3, the day when we filed this affidavit. My lord, or I was out of the stations. at my
That is
hometown-
your problem.
My hometown.
That is not none of Mr.
No, my
Nabam's
lord.
problem.
My lord, just before I gone through this epidemic, this allegation is only put the one. One is said that there was no network available, electricity bill.
No.
electricity was available.
No, see,
Yes, ma'am.
accept that they did it in this manner.
Yeah.
But see, they have taken an exemption from the competent authority. At least that is what they say.
Yes, ma'am.
And thereafter, there were 4 bidders.
Yes.
So it's not that only one bidder was bidding and they gave it to you.
Yes.
So in that view of the matter,
Yes.
exception,
Yes.
bad, it's bad.
Yes.
But they have given reasons for that.
Yes. Yes, my lord. Actually, this is as per the notifications of the state governments. My lord, please see my annex here is that.
Do you want to file a reply?
Yeah, I want to file a reply, my lord.
File a reply.
Yeah.
But my lord, I'll be asking for some slight modification of the order, my lord.
No, my lord.
My lord, the basic foundation of this,
Okay,
my lord,
we'll provide it.
my lord. The basic foundation still is wrong, my
Mr.
lord.
Learned, your name?
We.
We learned counsel for the petitioner submits that copy of the affidavit as filed by the respondents was received by them. However, on account of certain personal difficulties, he could not file a reply, a rejoinder thereto. Mr. Nabam, Harris Nabam, learned additional advocate general appearing for the state respondents by taking the scope through the contentions as made in the affidavit submits that the notice inviting tender was issued by the authorities after taking due exemption for issuing the same offline in the offline mode, and the affidavit and the advertisements were given due publicity by publishing the same in the Arunachal Observer and Echo of Arunachal.
My lord.
Full stop. In that view of the matter, the work involved being of public importance, Mr. Nabam prays that the order dated 23/2/2024 restraining the authorities from finalizing and or awarding the work in question be modified by this court. Full stop. The said prayer is objected to by the learned counsel for the petition. Full stop. However, having noticed the contentions as made in the affidavit and the premises of filing the writ petition being that the authorities, without giving wide publicity to the tender process, had received bids against the same, which now has been negated by the contentions made in the affidavit. This court modifies the order dated 23/2/2024 and directs that the respondents can finalize the contract in pursuance to the MIT dated 12/2/2024 and proceed with the execution of the work. Full stop. However, such execution of the work, such award of contract shall be subject to the further orders that would be passed on the next date of listing, that is on when? Earlier the better for you.
Lord, 1 week.
1 week on 20/3/2024. I have vacated it. You
No,
file
my
your
lord,
reply.
my lord, my
You
lord,
file your reply.
my lord,
You file your reply. Council, you file your reply on 20th. If required, we will modify.
my lord, actually, my lord, yes, because of that, this is all plans. Actually, as per the above the 1 crores.
I
is
got
the-
it,
For
but
that, the
see-
e-tenders.
See, they
My
have,
lord, my lord.
they have, I know, they.
My lord,
Mr.
I'm sorry, my lord, even the
Mr.
district based
Nabam,
entrepreneurs.
Mr. Nabam, what Mr. Nabam is saying is very wrong. I know. It is his creation, not the authorities. He has drafted this,
My lord.
but you contest it first.
Yeah, my lord, regarding of this, that without any e-tenders, the finance department will never be concurrence of the such.
Fine, very good.
Very good.
Very good.
My lord, let's show that, my lord, is the order is vacant of the earlier orders, it will become a
If the-
manipulating,
Full stop. However.
Manipulating of the my lord.
Can open me? However,
my lord.
the finalization of the contract and award of work would be strictly in accordance with the procedure as mandated in this connection.
Oh, my lord, regarding of this, another is that they are trying to withdraw the money also. This practice, manipulating, that's a very serious matter.
Why did you
My
not,
lord.
why did you not apply when the matter was advertised?
My lord, regarding of my challenging is that this is offline. So I am prayer that before that, it should be subside.
20th, 20th, you file your affidavit. 20th, we will finish it up. 20th, we are hearing the matter.
Number 6.
May I please, my lord?
Yes, who is appearing? Yes, who is appearing here? Respondent? Mr. Nawam,
I'll be appearing for respondent number 1, my lord.
we are staying.
My lord, the person who passed the impugn order, my lord.
We are staying.
My lord, I have just gone through the impugn order passed by the ADC. My lord, I don't find any informative because there is a direction from this court,
No,
my lord.
the
And also, my
direction
lord,
from this court is for the village authority. If this mediator paid 66, if you find, without
66,
his
my lord.
consent, how can there be a body like this created? It's sort of an arbitration. Regulation 38,
And that has been
and that
repealed.
38 will have to have his consent.
And my lord, 38 has been repealed by the.
Consent by the subsequent act. We let him come. We will stay this. Okay.
But the wording itself is, my lord, in compliance with the Honorable High Court. Anyway, my lord.
Anyway, High Court compliance does not mean that it is legal. Order has to still pass
Yes,
through that
must have
seal.
his own bona fide, my lord.
But Mr. R. Shrikyalanek, counsel for the petitioner. Petitioner or petitioners?
Petitioners,
Heard Mr. R. H. Nawab, learned additional advocate general, assisted by
P. Pangu, my lord.
P. Pangu, learned junior government advocate, appearing for the respondent number 1. Full stop. Miss Pangu, learned advocate, government advocate, accepts notice on behalf of the respondent number 1. No formal notice is required to be issued. However, extra copies of the petition be furnished to the learning council. Full stop. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon respondent number 2 by registered post with AD, steps within 2 working days. Full stop. Considering the contentions made in the petition as well as submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner in the present during the hearing of the present proceedings, this court is of the considered view that the impugn order dated
2 orders, my lord, 8/2/2024.
dated 8/2/2024 bracketed annexure 8 to the writ petition and the order of the Kabang dated 16/2/2024 shall remain state till the
My lord,
next and full stop.
23 to.
Kabang, comma, and Nidana, comma, order of the Kabang dated and the order of the additional deputy commissioner dated 23/2/2024 annexure 14 Kabang hai annexure 13 Roman 13 shall remain state till the next return of
And they are executing the works, my lord.
I have stated file contempt.
My lord, obliged.
The small matter, challenging the impugn rejection order at page 136.
You come to your, show me your, that rectified date,
Rectified.
page 131.
131, my lord, yes.
You come to clause 2.
That the commencement, 131, my lord.
131, huh? Last clause 2, that's the issue.
And that the commencement of petrol pump will consider on the date of LOI issued from IOC.
IOC.
And that apart, my lord, kindly come to clause 7, 4 and 7. The 7 says that the parties agreed proposed lend to give IOC a sublease for the establishment
That
of
is that subleasing.
sub. Now the trivial mistake they have made, my lord.
No, not trivial. Come to 136.
Yes, ma'am.
The second clause, rectified deed of lease bearing number so and so 7/2/2024, right?
Yes, ma'am.
However, on perusal of the same, is not having possession of the offered land by long lease on the date of the application. This does not fulfill. Now you come to page 32.
Page, my lord?
32.
32, yes. Page 32, group 1.
Group 1, come down to A.
A, yes. The land should be available with application.
With the applicant.
Should be available
As
with
on the date of application and should have minimum lease of 19 years, 11 months from the date or after the date of advertisement, but not later than so and so.
So and so.
Now, what has happened here, because of the language of your rectification deed, clause 2, you will have this land only if the LOI is issued to you. That is the objection. What do you have to say?
But kindly come back to page 123.
20?
123.
123.
123.
Yes.
Because when they detected these discrepancies, then the petitioner was asked to come up with the rectifications. Then accordingly, the rectification was the mistake. I said trivial mistake that was defected.
You come here. You 123. Thank you. This I have missed out. Period of commencement of lease is not mentioned in the lease period.
Correct.
Now you come to your lease deed.
That is 131.
131 clause 2.
Clause 2, yes.
The commencement of petrol pump will be considered on the date LOI is issued. So
they have to issue.
No, that they are to, but you require it on the date you make the application. This land must be in your possession. This is not in your possession because of this clause.
No, then I'm having the 4. Clause 4 at page 132.
The DC shall have rights of ownership, possession, sublease, utility, so and so. Yes, but from when? From clause 2 only. From the date clause 2 would come into operation.
Yes, sir. That's why, therefore, the page 123 says that you rectify the defect.
That's why you, but you have not rectified.
No, we have rectified.
No,
thereafter,
clause 2 still stands.
Correct, my lord. But then, my lord, kindly see the process. 4.
Mr. Tara, let's not ignore what is there on the report. Clause 2 says that you will have possession in terms of clause 4 from the date the LOI is issued. But that is not the requirement. The requirement is on the date you make the application, the land is issued. That means that the lease is come into operation.
That's why, my lord, that kindly come to page 139. I am doing whatever they have advised me. This is my land.
This is the land possession certificate in respect of your lessor.
Yes. And then, my lord, kindly come to page 140 for a moment.
140. Fine.
Kindly see.
But
so therefore,
this is a subsequent thing. This is not there in the deed.
No, my lord. That is pursuant to their direction at page 123, my lord.
123, you have given 131.
No, my lord. They have asked us.
Mr. Tara,
my lord.
In terms of 123, you have given 131.
Correct.
This is a development uncalled for. 140.
My lord, it is the.
Who is appearing for the oil? Oil, or what is it?
Mr. Tapak is there.
Where is he?
He was there in the next.
Oil, Indian oil.
Indian.
Anybody appearing for Indian oil?
Titappa.
Titappa. Mr. Tana, let him come. Get hold of him. If he comes, just inform. We'll take it up. And you think how to get over this?
Item number 9.
Yes, Mr. Ram. Any?
Yes.
Yes. What is left?
Kindly have a look.
Who are these? These are the petitioners.
No, my lord. My lord, before that, my lord, kindly turn to page number 55 of my petition, my lord. This is, I just indicate one.
Yeah, please.
55,
Page
my
number
lord.
55.
Page one, my lord. This is a Kipam Meta, my lord.
Kipa Mepa.
Was appointed with us as a messenger with pay 7,000, my lord. Now, my lord, next, my lord, will kindly turn to page number 68, my lord.
60?
68, my lord.
Yes.
2015 was appointed. 16, he was given regular appointment, my lord, with this pay scheme, my lord. Now he has pay scheme, my lord. 68, my lord. Same, my lord. He was his service regularized. Now his service, my lord. My lord, this is the payment month of January 2021. He is she is getting now, my lord. His basic is my lord. Of course, basic is say, my lord, is 9,540.
I'm sorry, Mr. There is no difference between what you are saying and he is saying. Now, what has happened is he was regularized in 2016.
16, my lord.
His contention is that the pay band is 5,200, 20,200.
My lord.
Right?
Right.
In that pay band, Mr. Mefa is getting 7,640.
My lord.
Right? He is getting messenger grade pay 1,900.
My lord.
So basic pay comes to 9,540.
My lord.
Right? Para 61 and the para before that says minimum of the scale of
My lord. Truly, my lord.
5,200. Minimum is 5,200 plus 1,900.
My lord, I just indicate the pay disparity, my lord. My lord, see, my lord, now she is getting gross salary 31 lakhs, my lord, 31,000, my lord.
No, you can't go to the final thing because you are not entitled to these allowances. You are entitled to only the minimum of the
Minimum.
pay scale. Now, because after the 5th pay, 6th pay, CPC, pay scale means that scale of pay as we pay band plus grade pay.
Right.
So 5,200 plus 1,900.
Now, this is a part of instruction from my client, my lord. Yes, this as per this, my lord. Basic pay, my lord, is a computer by 12,000 to 12,000.
They have got 12,200 because they have gone in that scale of pay from 5,200. They are climbing. They have reached 9,820. But you see, the grade pay remains the same as Mr. Tafu has pointed out.
My lord, great. Now, my lord,
If I proceed here, you will be getting lower pay than what you are still now getting.
in case of messenger computer operator, my lord, I'll get less, my lord. But in case of messenger and peon, my lord, I will entitle higher.
So shall I proceed in that direction?
So, therefore, my lord, I would pray, my lord, I need some further instruction, my talk with my client, my lord, in detail, my lord, in this regard.
Okay, you want instructions?
My lord.
Tomorrow.
No, my lord.
Tomorrow, day after.
No, my lord.
Wednesday. No further. I think we have invested enough money here.
My lord,
It's your time.
I appreciate, my lord, I do concede that, my lord, but here is a case, my lord, this petition, my
Your
lord.
plea cannot be accepted because that's what my doubt was. Today it's clear.
My lord.
And I told you,
My lord.
read para 61
Yes, sir, truly, my lord.
independently and also from para 42 onwards. Initially, in Jagjit Singh, the court considered between two regular set of employees. 46 or 47 onwards, it considers with regard to the ad hoc employees. And the final thing is in para 61.
My situation may be, my lord, if I stick with my prayer, my lord, that will cause loss to computer operator, my lord, but will benefit
What is the,
messenger and peon, my lord.
okay, we can do one thing. We can ask you to file an application. We'll ask you to file a representation.
That already we
terms
filed,
of-
my lord.
In terms of Jagjit Singh,
We already filed, my lord.
file, which one?
That was dismissed, my lord, not allowed, my lord. That, my lord, gone.
That
That
speaking
I had
order.
impugned in this order, yes, my lord. Speaking order, my lord.
Yes.
Now, speaking, in the speaking order, my lord,
Show me the speaking order.
page number 15, my lord. They are not saying anything at paid respect. They are simply saying we are not employed to a regular process, my lord. That is still, my lord. Page number 15, my lord.
Just a minute. No, that pay thing was never considered here.
Yes, my lord, but at para, our specific prayer, my lord. My lord will say it is prayer of equal pay for equal work, my lord. Now, thereafter, their consideration was or not that, my lord. They are considered that considered competent to consider that only say that we are not appointed a regular post, my lord. So that cannot be
No,
given.
that they can. We'll
Right.
clarify that.
Right.
And we'll remand back you to the
But
authority. Dispose of. Only to that extent. Right? मुझे दे दीजिए। क्या है?
Well, only saving grace argument that I may be allowed to advance for a moment, my lord. Now, normally, my lord is aware, in most of the chamber, while drafting the instrument, the younger always makes a mistake. Probably this case, my lord, as a grace, my lord, might also had met with the same. But the fact is, my lord, I was in possession of the land, except for certain typographical mistake, my lord. That is one aspect. Then
See,
second aspect, my lord.
That cannot be gone into. We'll have to go strictly in terms of the terms of the deed. And the terms of the deed points in a different direction.
My lord, I respectfully agree to this.
I tried. I looked into it.
The second
From many
aspect.
angles, but I could not
My lord, the second.
convince myself
Yes.
that you did not have it on
Well,
that day.
Well, the second aspect is, since the document, the land was in my possession, and there was a typological mistake. And then,
Mr. Tara, second time. First typographical mistake, you tried to rectify with page 131, same thing repeat.
As on date, if it is as on date, my lord, but they equally have given an opportunity to rectify, my lord. Therefore, that rectification mail, my lord, then finally it was on 2024 February that correction was done.
And then they rejected this. Rejected it and rightly so.
That
Your this 141 will not come in because the matter
I
got
can't quarrel
closed.
on that. I can't quarrel on that. But my lord, at the same time, my
Take
lord,
an adjournment. Best way. On the prayer of Mr. T. Tara, list this matter again next week.
next week.
I'm representing the
Mr. So-and-so, Mr. T. Tara.
IOC.
I am representing the IOC.
Copy may be served to me.
Mr. Tara, you have not served a copy on him. Very bad. Very bad. He is trying to take it. He did not allow you to come also.
No, my lord, my brother.
It was because the court was vigilant, we called you.
Yes.
No, my lord, what happened is, normally without serving, there cannot be filing also.
You have not served. Give-
Anyway, I'll serve.
Yeah,
Give
you
it
have
to
to- you have to receive the copy.
And with a cup of tea outside.
All right.
Is it?
Mother, this is the same order, only the NIT date will be different. Yeah.
Now, Mr.
In place of
Nawam,
My lord,
anyway,
very
you are
few
also benefited.
benefited, my lord, in the sense, but the more advantage they'll be having, my lord, because delay, my lord, they get the benefits. My lord.
Naturally.
Naturally, my lord.
my lord, only the order I have given in place of 19th February, it will be 20 by 21st.
20?
20 by
21st.
21st. 20 by 21st February. That will be the only difference.
Rest would be same.
Same.
What do you say?
Yes, sir.
When have we fixed this matters? 23.
this-
Oh, very good.
28. no?
20.
2-0.
But I think he will require some time.
No, he will not require time. Mr. Nawam is advanced.
But provided my brother, my lord, he gives me a
Ah,
requisite
you
copy,
give him
my
a
lord.
copy today itself.
Yes.
Madam, give him a copy today itself. He comes before the date to file, to ask the order, the first case today. He came before the date, saying that we can this order, because this is the true crime. So Nawam is very fast. You be careful.
My lord, if somebody, my lord, tries to make a castle in the Chinatown, but definitely, my lord, that will shrivel down, my lord.
You see there. Parties are also the same.
No, the petitioner is different.
No,
but
no, I'm not on that.
rest, yeah,
Parties are same.
parties are same.
1 and 2,
1 and 2.
secretary and director.
Same order, only the date will be 19, in place of 19th February, it will be 20 by 21.
Very इसको खाली ये डेट को 20 21 22 22 बाकी सब सेम रहेगा खाली तुम्हारा ये पार्टी चेंज होगा पार्टी इसका तो होना
The NIT date will be different.
आइटम नंबर कितना है अनलिस्टेड
Item
WPC 105 you have got it
26. Item number 26.
item number 20 नहीं सब डिस्पोज होगा नहीं ये
Your lordship is fixing it on
20 same day
of the
सब डिस्पोज करेगा हम मर जाएंगे
Item number 10.
My lord, this is, my lord, relating to, my lord, the advertisement and recruitment process conducted
I'll
by
touch
the,
this matter if all are ready. Once I go in, I'll not come out. All are ready? No, printing's complete. We can finish it up today.
my lord,
What? You're a private respondent. Take your seat. He'll satisfy me.
mess, my lord.
Now,
My-
tell me before you go ahead. This is horizontal reservation,
My lord,
right?
my lord,
All the decisions that you are relying on,
my lord,
you know horizontal reservation?
my lord,
Daria, Anil Gupta,
my lord,
that first you prepare a select list.
my lord,
Therein, on merits, whoever comes in,
my lord,
right?
my lord.
SC, ST, woman, whatever, SC, ST, general. Thereafter, you will have to see that if the vertical reservation you have filled up,
My lord,
now you will have to see the horizontal reservation,
my lord,
right? You find, say, 30% women, 30% women is there, finished.
Yeah.
PW, say there are two persons exist, finished. If it does not exist, then you will go down to the pool, the material.
my
It
lord,
may be the last man. You will pick him up
my lord,
and you will remove one, the merit candidate and put him there.
my lord,
That's, we know what it is. Now, here, the issue is you have a written examination,
my lord,
then a viva. Thereafter, the pool forms, right? It cannot form before that.
No.
It's only after the viva, the pool will be formed. Now, in the judgments that you are relying on, the High Court, our High Court, therein, it was the pool, because there was only one level of selection. And whoever crossed that, they are in the pool, they can be picked up in terms of Daria and Anil. But here, you have not crossed the viva. You have not come into the pool. How can you claim?
My lord,
Simple answer to this. I don't know what it is. Just give me an answer. This is my doubt.
my lord, there is the PWD Act is there, and also we have our own the rules framed by the state
I
government. that
got it. Where
it is
does it say?
separate, my lord.
Where does it say that from day one you will have to give the reservation?
My lord, reservation, my lord, even in that case, my lord, even in that part also, my lord, now the petitioner is qualified in written examination, my lord. Now written examination, only one PWD candidate, my lord, who's under, my lord,
See, the authorities cannot look into that at that stage.
my lord,
Once the pool is formed, I'm using the word just for understanding.
my lord.
Once the pool is formed, then you can pick up the water, no problem. But before that pool is formed, how can you?
My lord,
You have relied on my Lord Justice Bhuya's judgment.
my lord,
Teacher, Assam, one selection. You cross that, you are in the pool. Once you sit there, you are in the pool. There, what they did, after the pool was formed, they said we will go only till, say, merit position 10 post, 330. We will not go beyond that. That already dealt with by Darya. You have not led Darya.
Daria part. My lord, that-
Don't ask me the citation, I don't remember. Anil Gupta and Darya, read these two. You will get the idea. How horizontal reservation is to be done. Now, for that, you cannot have this. Yes, you are appearing for? Yes, tell me. Why? Why did you not consider? I just want to know your viewpoint.
We have notification.
Hmm.
Wherein first, one is to pay.
And at that stage, you are not looking into reservation. You can look into nothing.
Nothing.
Then Viva.
Once then again, that 30% and 40% is also.
Forget it. Forget it. Then you have the Viva.
Yes.
After the Viva, they come in the pool, they can be picked up at any point of time.
Yes.
But before coming into that, after crossing the barrier of, without crossing the barrier of Viva, now, do you have any rule anywhere that if you find that you don't have the requisite number of PWD candidates, that you can pick up?
No.
Why? You can't do that. Say a PWD candidate, he is not a vertical reservation. APAPST is not APAPST. That's a horizontal reservation. Say he's at serial number in the written examination, say serial number 1000. They have found till 500. Now, if they have to pick that man, how can they ignore the man from 501 to 999? They cannot. After the Viva, when the pool is there, say you are at serial number 1000 also, by applying Darya, you can be brought in.
My lord, the previous recruitment process also that I brought on record, my lord, previous recruitment, what they does, my lord, even they have selected the person PWD, man, who is even not eligible as per OM's, my lord. OM says that.
Forget. We
Man,
all
aggregate.
learn. We all learn daily.
My lord,
They made a mistake.
aggregates.
Now they are very, very
Now,
active. They know,
Man,
rectified their mistakes.
my lord, they are now this, my lord, in aggregate, my lord, it says that if the aggregate is.
Show me
okay,
one decision
Man.
wherein relaxation is to be given at that stage. Show me one decision of the decisions you have relied on. One line somewhere that relaxation at each and every stage of selection. Because all these decisions that are there pertains to one stage selection, not a two-stage selection as contemplated by APPSC.
My lord, my humble submission, my lord.
I don't want a humble. I want you to be assertive with material.
My lord, in case, my lord, if it's the argument of the APCS, my lord, if it's accepted for the time being, my lord, it says that first you compete with the general, although in the rules we have.
All.
My lord, also we have also the rules.
You
like
have
that
women
it will be-
reservation here. You have women reservation here. Reservation
we
for
don't
women. Don't have.
We don't have.
Hmm.
My lord, here, my lord, what happened? The rules we have framed framed by the state government say that these PW category has to be treated separate class, my lord. That's to be separate
Show
classes
me,
there.
show me. Show me
It's
that,
there,
where
madam.
that specification is.
My lord, affidavit filed by respond number 12, my lord.
Who is that respondent number 12?
The administrative department, my lord. That is the person who issued
Okay.
the authority issued the OM. my lord.
Respondent number?
12, my lord.
Just a moment, let me get to that. Maybe I missed out. It's by, what's the name? Name of the person swearing the affidavit?
Kataso Mayons, my lord. Administrative department.
Can I just have a copy of that?
My lord,
You have a copy of that? Just give it to me. यहाँ पे लिस्ट नहीं बनाता नहीं यार तो यहाँ पे होगा respondent number
12, my lord.
okay mila additional affidavit
Is this additional, my lord?
yes
My lord, these rules start from page 7, my lord. Now, specifically, my lord, we'll see at page 10, rule 14, sub-rule 2, my lord. Page 10, rule 14, sub-rule 2, my lord. The post identified for each disability under section 34.
that is what I'm saying, it's a horizontal reservation.
My lord, the vacancy of the person with benchmark shall be maintained as a separate class.
Forget it, but filling up is horizontal. So,
my lord,
you read these two judgments, Daria and Anil Gupta. Then you make your submissions.
my lord.
These are the state rules, no?
My lord, state rules and the PWD Act also there.
No,
Act,
no, no.
Act rule, Central Act also there, my lord.
I know that. There is no problem for that. Because see, the Central Act also provides that if the post is not filled up,
My lord,
you can carry forward 3 times.
my lord.
The posts which are in this one, so. And there is no relaxation given to the standards to the PWD candidates for appearing in the recruitment process, right? In this recruitment, there was no 33 and 45 were maintained for all.
Yes, yes. Now we have maintained, but the petitioner has crossed the
33,
marks.
but 45 not crossed.
Not 45 crossed, my lord. Total aggregate, that is why he qualified in the written case, my lord.
That's you have made a plea. You have taken a plea to that.
That's I brought in the mark sheet also that he.
Then why were you not called?
That is why, my lord. That is why the approach this honorable court. Although he was qualified, only one candidate, my lord, was called. My lord, then the
Who are the 3 candidates who qualified 45?
My lord, that is the one part. One they have appointed, the other they have not disclosed, and the remaining one is my lord, the petitioner.
Yes, Mr. If 3 persons have crossed 45, then what happened? Your reply, page 76.
Many departments, 4 or 5 departments. And the department is this. That was already given to 1 million.
me the
Qualified,
advertisement.
my lord, two qualified, my lord.
Show
Three
me-
qualified.
no, no. Show me the advertisement.
My lord, advertisement is at the page. My lord, it starts from page 50, man. Page 50, my lord. My lord, the post, number of posts, RWD 22 posts, my lord. Total, and out of 12 posts reserved for APST candidate, one reserved for APST PWD, my lord. One post, my lord. Now, second,
You had applied for which department?
my lord, orthopedical handicap.
Under. And this is a joint selection for all these posts.
My lord, whosoever, my lord, as per they will, because whosoever qualified, my lord, that's not based on department, my lord, based on the merit, my lord. Now, my lord, will that detailed PWD reserves is given below, my lord. The one post for low vision, hearing impairment, one post.
You are orthopedically handicapped.
Yes, there's three locomotory disability, my lord. Three posts there. RWD 1 and WRD 2, my lord. Handicap, orthopedic handicap, my lord.
So two posts are there. Locomotor disability.
Yes, my lord.
One in PHE and one in WRD.
My lord.
Right?
My lord.
One day appointed.
My lord.
One person who was appointed.
One person appointed, my lord.
It's a locomotor.
My lord. That part, my lord, they have not specified that.
Orthopedically handled. Navam yate, Miss Navam yate.
Yes.
Orthopedically.
Now here.
Where is your marks?
My lord, my marks, it's at my lord, it's at page 78.
Gaimer Natana, 48, 50, 95.5.
The total aggregate comes to 48%, 37. 48%. It's not method calculation, my lord.
Yes, come to page 78. Forget the issue. Come to page 78. He fulfills 33 and also 45. Why was he not called? Because he comes into the pool. Viva Bose, he gets 0 there also. He'll be in that pool. Because there is no cutoff marks for Viva. He'll come in. No, you cannot. Your thing says, no. Okay. So how many posts were there? Total
5 posts, my lord.
No. They have increased that.
The total posts is 60 out of 5 posts reserved.
No. We are not worried with these reserve posts. Total posts put up for reservation recruitment with all reservation, how much? 60.
With including my lord.
Reservation?
Yes,
60. So 60 into 3, 180. What was your position?
My lord, my name was not published.
No. What was his position? Beyond 180. So we come back to square one again. 1:3. Got it, Mr. Got it. Read those two judgments. I can't bring myself to dismiss this petition. List, heard the Learned Council for the parties on the prayer so made, list this matters again after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry. But in this situation, you don't have a list. Subject to what somebody may think of out of the box thinking, which this court may not be able to. Try.
Number 11.
Yes.
May I please, your lordship. Lordship, I am challenging the suspension order, lordship. Ground is, lordship, initially when I have filed this application, I was not intimated regarding the review of the my suspension order, Lordship. Now I was detained for 90 days, Lordship. I
You were
was
released on bail
Lordship.
on
I was released
10-3 or something. 10-3 is your communication.
Lordship 9/3/2023, Lordship. I was granted bail on 9/3/2023, Lordship.
So what is your reason, ground for interference with the order?
Lordship, now at this stage, Lordship, since they have come with their affidavit, Lordship, there they have said that they have extended the
All extended your period of suspension as per the amended CCSCCA rules
Lordship.
will start from 10-3. That is the date. So they have, before that they had held the review, 1-3. So now the second part, 2 years would come in when the show cause is not issued to you or memorandum. Memorandum is also issued to you. What more survives? We will direct them to expeditiously conclude the demand proceedings. Nothing more can be done. Subject to you telling me something.
Lordship, at this stage, Lordship, my contention would be, Lordship, regarding the non-sitting of the review committee, Lordship, initially.
You come to the latest amendment and then make a submission. Ajay Chaudhary has to be understood in the context of the rules. They
Lordship,
have-
regarding the latest amendment, Lordship, my humble understanding is, Lordship, that is in regards to non
No.
furnishing of charge sheet, Lordship.
No. Provided further that in case where no charge sheet is issued under these rules, the total period under suspension, deep suspension, including any extended period under sub-rule 6 shall not exceed 2 years. Detained in custody, 2 years. Now, before that, provided no such review shall be necessary in case of deemed suspension. Under sub-rule 2, if the government servant continues to be under detention, and in such case, the 90 days period shall be computed from the date the government servant detained in custody is released from detention, or the date on which the fact of his release from detention is intimated to the appointing authority, whichever is later. Now, you continued in detention till 9/3.
Lordship.
Their review is 27/2. First review. So in terms of this, that 90 days would have started only from 9/3.
Lordship, Lordship may kindly appreciate, Lordship. Their order of extension, that is not done on the recommendation of the review committee, Lordship. That has to be seen, Lordship. Review was done later on, Lordship. Not before that, Lordship. Just they have passed the order of extending the suspension order, Lordship. There was no review order, Lordship. When I raised this issue before this honorable court, then they came up with this review order, Lordship.
When was the memorandum issued to you?
Lordship, page 41, Lordship, of my petition. 6th January, Lordship, 2023, Lordship.
You were in jail at that point.
Lordship, I was in jail.
Have you made your replies against this? Have you submitted your written statement against this?
Regarding
The charge?
their affidavit in opposition, Lordship.
No. Against this show cause. this
Lordship, I have,
memorandum,
Lordship.
You have.
Yeah,
What
I
is the
have.
stage of the trial? The department proceeding?
Uh,
Inquiry
just inquiry
started.
started, Lordship.
We'll ask it to be finished within 3 months. Right? If not, he'll be reinstated. Allegation against you is too serious.
Lordship, I agree, Lordship, but
And see, 90 days after this amendment will be from the date of your release. And you were released on 9/3 only. So that 90 days in terms of 10 proviso provided no such review of suspension shall be necessary in case of suspension under sub-rule 2. If the government servant continues to be under detention, and in such cases, 90 days period shall be computed from the date the government servant detained in custody is released. So, for the period that you are in the custody, your suspension is deemed. No review is called for. Now, review will come in the day you are released from that 90 days.
Exactly, Lordship. That's what Lordship.
And see, when did you institute this proceedings?
After
23
the expiry of 90 days.
23/6/2023, right?
Lordship.
3 days, 90 days. 90 days had expired on that day.
Lordship.
Huh?
Lordship.
So here we find 27/2/2023, they have done it. Now, the further extension would come in, question would come in if there was no show cause. But they have on 6th January 2023 issued a memorandum to you. 2 o'clock, you go through it once, nice.
Lordship.
2 o'clock.
I have prepared one list of dates, Lordship. Lordship, yes, I was
You have
contending.
that Mire Tapo's judgment with you, 2021 3 GLT.
No. May I, Lordship?
Show cause was issued, the memorandum was issued on January.
Lordship, yes.
The date? 6/1.
6/1. Correct.
6/1/23, no?
23.
No, I got it.
Lordship, in between serial number 4 and 5, that is the important part, Lordship. Here, Lordship, on 4, I have intimated to the authorities regarding my release from the jail, Lordship. Now, date for 90 days, Lordship. The date will be counted from 10/3/2023, Lordship. Now, that date expires on 7/6/2023, Lordship. Now, in their additional affidavit, Lordship, they have come up with 2 such extension orders, Lordship.
Page?
Additional affidavit, Lordship, page 7, Lordship. In fact, 3 orders they have annexed, but page number 6 is important, Lordship. This order is coming in between that, Lordship. Expiry of 90 days, Lordship. This order is coming in between that. Now, Lordship, may kindly see the last paragraph. May I read the last paragraph, Lordship? This date has been 90 days has been extended from 29/5/2023 to 25/8/2023, Lordship. My 90 days expires on 7/6/2023, Lordship. Now, assuming that this order was already passed and extended, Lordship. Thereafter, Lordship, this order is important, Lordship, 21st August 2023. Now, my contention is, Lordship, now since I have intimated to the authorities regarding my release and 90 days expire, that also, Lordship, I have submitted a representations for praying for revocations of my suspension order, Lordship, which I have annexed in my petition, Lordship. Thereafter, Lordship, there also on 21st August 2023, they have again extended, Lordship. Here, my contention would be, Lordship, this order would have been extended after getting recommendation from the review committee, Lordship. That is my contention, Lordship. That is my sole ground in this case, Lordship.
Where is that prescription with regard to review committee?
Lordship, that they have submitted before this honorable court in a loose sheet, Lordship. I have
Lordship
No,
must be
where is
having
the
it, Lordship.
committee constituted?
Lordship, that is as per the list of dates, Lordship. And then as per my record, Lordship. That was
Here they say
constituted,
that,
constituted
the
after,
committee-
Lordship.
Okay.
Not on those dates, Lordship. 12 October 2023. Subsequently, another review committee was constituted, Lordship. That is after 23rd November
So
2023.
you mean to say this order at page 7 is not a result of a review committee's?
Exactly, Lordship. Exactly, Lordship. Exactly. 21st August 2023. Annexure D of page 7 of their additional affidavit, Lordship. This order has been passed without considering the recommendation made by the, there was no recommendation, in fact, made by the review committee, Lordship. Ought to have been. This is the rule, Lordship.
So coming to that, what Abdul Evan said, from the date of release or intimation to the authority. Now, the whole potential is that as per the list of dates of them, he has intimated to the authorities on 10/3/2023. In our affidavit, there is a specific statement that this intimation was never received by us. That in our paragraph, affidavit in opposition, paragraph 14. The entire contention of the petitioner is just that he has immediately intimated regarding this. You got to know about this when the CBI intimated it on 7/11/2023. Yes, ma'am. Where is your statement here in the affidavit? That's para 14, ma'am. There is none. With regards to the statement made in paragraph 12 of the restriction, the entry responding back to said that the said intimation letter addressed to the Chief Secretary Government of Honor has not been received in the Directorate of Accounting. Did the Chief Secretary receive it? He has given it to the Chief Secretary. If the Chief Secretary has received it, that is enough. No, it has never been received. Forget it. The authority is that the review committee is headed by the Chief Secretary. Right? Where is your, any rules, anything? Yes, madam. Here, therefore, our entire contention is that this intimation prior, if my lord sees the unamended rule 7, rule 7 also, it requires intimation to the authority, controlling authority. Here, he has intimated it to Chief Secretary, no, and that Chief Secretary, we have denied that no such intimation has been received. By you? Yes. But you have not denied the receipt of the intimation by the Chief Secretary. This affidavit is from the department, concerned department. Chief Secretary, that they have not replied. Who is his appointing authority? Appointing authority will. Who placed him under suspension? That order will reveal.
Is the Chief Secretary.
Then. Even then, you see the amended rule 10(7) proviso. Yes, madam. Amended also, unamended also. What it provides? Appointing authority. Appointing. You appointing authority means the authority who can dismiss him, who can place him under suspension. Come to page 39 of the writ petition, annexure 5. Chief Secretary. Okay, let's just examine this. He had given this communication on 10/3. From there, it will be 90 days. That means 3 months. So it will be 9/6/2023, right? Right? So from 9/6/2023 till you had the review, on 12/10/2023. First one. And second one is 23/11/2023, right? Now what happened after 21/2/2024? What has happened?
After the latest ballot, the suspension is up to
21/2/2024. After that, after,
the latest instruction will.
but what about this gap from
Here the
June to October?
Madam, that's why, madam, June to October, even no review was required. Because he has never intimated there was no knowledge.
No.
about this.
See, the intimation is in that proviso says appointing authority.
Madam, here, but the suspension, appointing authority, he has not intimated to, he has.
No, his appointing authority, it says if the chief secretary has placed him under suspension, appointing authority is the chief secretary.
Suspension can be done by the appointing authority or the superior authority.
Now, who is the appointing authority? Okay, let's see the charge sheet. Chief Secretary. Memorandum of charge. 41. Chief Secretary. Page 42. What were you? Account.
Finance and account officer.
Can you get that instruction?
Yes, madam, I'll get it.
If it is the chief secretary, then this order will go. Because he duly intimated. You have not acted, that's a different thing.
Suspension, madam, we will see who are the authorities in the group then. Authorities, appointing authorities or the superior authorities.
Fine.
Superior authorities.
But the proviso specific to appointing authority.
Yes.
So if the appointing authority is the chief secretary in his case, because he seems to have also issued the memorandum of charge. Normally memorandum of charge, disciplinary authority. Disciplinary authority is the appointing authority.
Madam, that's right. Appointing authority, who is the appointing authority? This will clarify.
Ah. Just
Our
give me that.
information is that chief
Just
secretary-
give me that.
Yeah.
If not, this gap till October 2023
Yes, sir.
would be fatal for you. Anyway, even if we interfere with this order, in terms of the later portion of para 21 of Ajay Chaudhary, Ajay Kumar Chaudhary, later portion, you can post him anywhere. And he's an FAO, right? He's an FAO. He travels to various departments. You can post him in such a place where he will have no access. We'll provide for that. But you give me that. What was your last post from where you were suspended?
UPR lordship, here.
No, I'm not on that. The post held
FAO lordship.
finance and accounts officer.
Lordship.
How can a finance and accounts officer be appointed by the chief secretary?
It is the secretary, that's why, secretary finance. Madam.
Should be the secretary finance. But anyway, let's not be on presumptions. You get that.
Yes.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. List this matter on the prayer of Mr. R. Ratan, Learned Additional, N. Ratan, sorry. Learned Additional Advocate General, list this matter again on, list this matter again on 12/3/2020.
Much.
Get me Ajay Chaudhary and 2021 3 GLT. Mere total. Make it.
My appearance, ma'am.
Hmm.
Well, so
Who is
far-
appearing for the
so
bank?
far-
Forget your parawise reply.
So far
How
my-
can you put this lady into so much of trouble? You have yourself appointed her on compassionate grounds as an employee. How can a person be in compassionate ground be put in that level? What is the meaning of compassionate appointment? then?
The financial condition.
You can't help it. Why you should not have said, we'll not give you go. But once you have brought her in, you will have to give her the total scale. Otherwise, not possible. Wednesday, Thursday, orders, rectified orders, Thursday. Well, I have your director here.
13 months.
30, okay. I want orders appointing her on regular basis. I'll give you a freedom, prospectively do it, no problem. But do it. Otherwise, we are going to be heavy on it. This is 30. On the prayer of Mr. Tapu, list this matter again on 13/3/23. Mr. Modi, we are not going to give you retrospective effect. Prospectively, they will appoint you in a regular scale of pay. Do it. In compassionate appointment, this cannot be. Orders on Friday, you will get 13th, you will get me orders of your department appointing. You don't want to file, Mr. Jering? Yes, sir. Okay. On the prayer of Mr. J. Sering, Learned Counsel for the Learned Public Prosecutor, list this matters again after 3 weeks for enabling the respondents to bring on record their stand by way of filing an affidavit.
My lord, on the last occasion,
Huh.
my lord, similar nature of matter is fixed tomorrow, my lord.
Tomorrow.
For orders, my lord. That matter was disposed of. And
Okay.
we have sought for the status report,
That
my
case, yes. Hey, what is the status here?
Kindly peruse paragraph 3 and 4, my lord.
They are for the post of
PGT and TGT, my lord.
PGT and TGT. How many petitioners?
In total, lordship, there are eight.
Eight.
Yes.
Yeah, you just tell me the names of the petitioners.
Lordship, the first is Neelam Mehta.
Neelam. Hmm.
The second is Elimi Tang.
Hmm.
The third is Likha Tamar.
Hmm.
Fourth, Dairita.
Dairita.
Fifth is Toko Totum.
Toku. Yes.
Sixth would be Toko Piku.
Yes.
Srimati Nangbia Yalum. Seventh, and the eighth would be Toko Amar.
Okay, we can only come in favor of Dairita, Nangbia Yalum and Toko Amar, para 3. Mr. Singh?
Yes, my lord.
Others we cannot because there is a supplementary charge sheet against them.
Yes, they are yet to file, my lord. They have filed, but it's pending before this P.
Fine.
Otherwise, in respect of the other petitioners, my lord, there's no dispute in respect of the certificate, my lord.
3 writ petitions.
Yes, no, my lord. The remaining 5
But
petitioners
their
also.
Form 1 is questioned.
Yes, my lord. Form 1 is basically issued by the General Secretary of Karate Association of India.
So
That is
now
only for the.
we cannot go
Yes,
into
my
that
lord.
now.
That is only for the purpose of applying for the post, my lord, for the job. That is not a certificate.
But that itself is said to be not genuine.
That is scanned, my lord.
Scanned. So we limit our orders to these 3. Because I think you have filed a supplementary charge sheet against those people Form 1.
Yes.
So we'll not go to. I've dictated the other order.
My lord.
So we will pass similar orders with regard to these 3 petitioners. Right? Para 3. Dairita, Nagyam Yalum and Toko Amar. Give him a copy so that he also understands. Paragraph 3 and paragraph 6. right?
Lordship, that there are four, they are saying that ours, the other petitioners' certificates are also genuine.
But Form 1,
Lordship, then we have a small submission, Lordship, that this result was notified during the pandemic, Lordship, 2021. There could have been some,
you may have a case, but the
What?
agency having come to this conclusion,
Lordship, that
we
one.
cannot free you up.
Yes, Lordship, one small submission, Lordship, that if form number 1, if it is a verification certificate that is given, if my certificates are genuine, Lordship, there will be no need for me to forge and.
For that, you will have to approach once the charge sheet is filed,
Yes, Lordship.
you will have to get a discharge there on that plea.
Yes,
I got what you're trying to say.
That's right.
It's the forwarding
Yes, Lordship.
which says that these are the certificates. The forwarding is forged, but the certificates are genuine. That is the case against you.
Yes, Lordship.
Why don't you approach the moment they file the final form,
Yes, Lordship.
approach, get your discharge, come back.
Lordship, and our writ petition also had two parts, Lordship. First was for release of our documents, Lordship. Because, Lordship.
Documents release is for the respondents. I have directed in the other case,
Yes.
asking them to submit applications
Yes, because, Lordship.
before the court, because now he also cannot give it.
Yes.
It's a property of the court now.
Now, Lordship.
So the court will have to release. Moment they release, I have said, go ahead. Tomorrow I'll pass that. I got some time.
Yes,
I dictated that order.
Lordship, our limited, but we had two prayers, Lordship, for release and for appointment. Now,
How long will it take Mr. Sering to file this affidavit, this charge?
Since, my lord, it goes through the SP, concerned SP.
Hmm.
So it must take 1 week, my lord, at maximum.
Because he may have a point.
Yes, my lord. On the last occasion, my lord, I was under the impression that since the certificates are genuine, my lord, since they are filing a charge sheet, those original documents can always be returned back to the education department by retaining the scanned documents.
Scan.
That can
That's
be,
why I've specifically said that in the other case to make an application before the court
my lord,
to get that
my lord.
and proceed further.
Well.
But here, how can his contention be considered by will your SP consider that contention?
No, my lord, since the documents has already been charged sheet, that's the issue, my lord.
but Lordship, the certificates, Lordship. Now, if the question is with regards to Form 1, the charter certificates,
No,
then again,
be that as it may. Once they have brought on record an allegation against you, it may not be proper for this court at this stage to direct, no, in spite of that, do it. May not be proper.
that is so. But Lordship, they've also taken 2 years to bring this order.
Finally, they have done it. Mr. Sering has brought it on record, at least.
No, the charge sheet, Lordship.
And I'm thankful to him.
2 years.
In a very short time, he has done it. Good. What we do is we'll adjourn this matter for 3 weeks. In the meantime, 3 weeks, it will not happen. 2 months. In the meantime, once the charge sheet is filed, expeditiously get the discharge thing done. File an application. And thereafter, let's see what happens.
Even otherwise, if the purpose is being served, in case, my lord, the scanned copies are being given back to the
No.
education
I'm only with
department.
regard to the
Remaining
you have
5.
brought in them also into the fray.
Okay.
Only because of this Form 1. And he says that Form 1 is a scan copy because we got it during the COVID time. We could
Yes,
not get a hard copy. So it may be genuine. But there is a statement of the person who says that I have never issued this. That's
Yes.
what is troubling me.
Last part. my lord.
Last part.
Yes,
That is what is troubling.
yes, yes.
Otherwise, if that was not there, I would have accepted his contention. But that is something. So it's a case wherein he can apply for discharge and then let's see what happens.
Right.
Right? Learned, you are Mr. G. Talo.
G. Yes.
Heard Mr. G. Talo, Learned Counsel for the Commissioner, and also Mr. J. Sering, Learned PP, a special PP, bracketed SIT, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, and Mr. T. Tagum, Learned Standing Counsel, Education Department. Full stop. Mr. Sering has brought on record a status report submitted by the investigating officer wherein, barring 3 writ petitioners, there has been an allegation, but there has been materials found against the other 5 writ petitioners, 5 writ petitioners, and accordingly, it is contended that a charge sheet against the 5 writ petitioners is being filed shortly. Also, in that view of the matter, and also also considering the ground on which the charge sheet is so filed against the said 5 petitioners, this court is of the view that the proceedings in the matter for the time being be not shall the present case be not taken up immediately, but shall stand adjourned for 3 months, facilitating the petitioners to take appropriate steps before the trial court. On the next date fixed, the learned counsels shall apprise the outcome of shall apprise this court as to whether the charge sheets have been filed before the trial court and whether the petitioners have applied for discharge of the charge from the charge if so framed against them.
Obliged.
List of the madam, 3 months.
May I please, I may be allowed to withdraw this. And I will take liberty to press, my press.
What happened to that matter before my Lord Justice Surana? Same matter.
Regarding the solution matter,
Huh?
it's pending before the Supreme Court.
No. There was a similar matter pending in the principal court. Somebody was arguing from me. Anyway, on the prayer of Mr. T. Son, learned counsel for the petitioner, and not objected to, C. Son, learned counsel for the petitioner, who submits that he is under instructions not to press the present review petition. So accordingly, the present review petition stands dismissed as not pressed. Full stop. Heard Mr. R. Soikel, also Mr. Heard, so R. Soikel, learned counsel for the
7 and 8, madam.
for respondents number 7 and 8, and Mr. learned counsel for the government.
Yes, sir.
For the state respondents are present.
Madam, with liberty, madam. Liberty.
Dismissed with liberty as prayed for.
Must.
ऊपर में खाली लिख दीजिए Mr. Son prays that he may be permitted to withdraw with liberty to refile.
Wait,
Yes,
my lord, this IA is, my lord, regarding my lord, joint survey, conducting joint survey, man. And my lord, one of the most important is that my lord, the petitioners, they are ready and willing to pay the expenditures and the cost of the survey, man.
Madam, you have your instructions.
My lord, the instructions are given, but no any reply, my lord.
Okay.
This is simply thing, my lord.
Have you got your instructions in the matter? Their allegation is that
You will say we have filed our counter affidavit.
you'll file.
Yes, in petition.
Okay. Madam, the
My lord, we will bear the
for
cost.
the government or for the land management?
For the government, your lordship.
Madam,
My lord, we will pay the cost of the my lord
fine.
expenditure.
Let her bring on that on the praise for.
My lord, I'm sorry, my lord.
Praise for an adjournment in the matter for 2 weeks to facilitate the respondents to bring on record their stand by way of filing an affidavit in the main writ petition. Full stop. Accordingly, a writ petition will here, main writ in the matter bolna, list this matter after 2 weeks. IA will here, list this matter again along with WPC number 148 AP 2020. Let's see on the next step. Madam, you just kept us in the affidavit, one clarification, one line is enough. Whether the land allegation that land of the petitioners are being occupied by the acquirer.
Exceed land.
If it is being occupied, they say you carry out a survey, give us back the land or pay compensation. This much only. Only that is the line that you have to clarify. Just clarify that. And Mr. Son will be happy. Right, Mr. Son? That's the only thing.
My lord, actually, initial listeners also, my lord, was very kind enough on the part of the this court.
I know. We'll see. We'll see next week. Yes, Mr. Son, what is this?
My lord, this is regarding my lord.
My lord,
Oh.
here we require to file affidavit, my lord. But illegal appointment that has been done, my lord. And large 250 illegal appointments been done, and the SIC is investigating into the matter, my lord. And appointing authority who involved in such, this has been also been appointed. And appointing authority, promote director, he's the kingpin in the entire episode, my lord. He has also been arrested. And without knowledge of the government, they have prepared such a document as if it has been approval of the government and issued the order. And that's later on that's come to light of the authority, and the case has been registered. Series of the cases been registered in a various state, various district, and the petitioner one of them,
He was in ICU. This court on 4th granted him bail. On 5th, he was fit and fine.
Oh, my lord.
This court turned to a doctor.
He's the same person, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Son, what to do?
My lord, kindly peruse, my lord, and my lord, here, the petitioner number 1 who got appointed and regularized after completion of 2 years probationary period. And second one is my lord, who was appointed in the year 2011, my lord. 2011, then 17 are quite vast difference, my lord. And it cannot be computed in the same yardstick, my lord. They have initially appointed on...
The contingency appointment is pick and choose, right?
My lord.
There is no selection prior.
My lord.
But for your this MTS regularization, what is the criteria?
My lord, there's a my lord, is for open competition comprising of written test and viva voce, my lord.
Okay.
It's done, my lord. That is the prescribed, my lord.
And that was not followed.
No, that was not followed, my lord.
No,
Even
my
approval of the government was not taken.
Actually, my lord, the SSB was... The rule came into force in 2019 only. And we were appointed prior to that.
And prior to that also department...
That cannot be, my lord, the rule cannot be enforced in a retrospective effect.
No, I'm not on that. When were your services regularized?
My lord?
Services regularized on?
On my lord, 17, my lord.
17.
17.
Where is that order? The writ petition.
Yes, main.
Two series.
Yes, ma'am.
Deung Kamut is hereby appointed temporarily, so and so, so and so. Okay. What is the basis of this page 50 appointment? Page 50 appointment, what is the basis? Just come to Mr. Tamung, please come to page 50.
My lord, this is, yes, my lord, this is what...
This is government order number this.
What is this 14/6/2017 order?
My lord, this is the, my lord, there is no existence as such in the government. That is why, my lord, that's a fake appointment. That's why this whole thing came up, my lord.
You file your affidavit.
My lord.
Mr. Tamung, long-standing counsel education.
My lord, one thing is that very surprisingly, when to the astonished on the part of the my lord petitioner, the same set of the appointees, they are enjoying, my lord. Even today, my lord, kindly, my lord, annexure my C of my IA, my lord. They are enjoying, my lord. Tawang district, there is no any such cancellation, termination.
Page.
Page number, my lord, 49, 41, my lord. 41. Page 41. Name of the candidates is the Belo Mije. Then second is
But they were
Anigam.
all directed to be terminated, these people.
There is still there, man.
Okay.
So it is a violation of my lord, Article 14 of the Constitution of India, my lord.
I'll see to that the Article 14 is not violated. See no another. But Mr. T. Son, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, and also Mr. T. Learned Standing Counsel, Department of School Education. The Learned Standing Counsel, Department of School Education, prays that he be granted 2 weeks time. 2 weeks will do?
3 weeks.
3 weeks time.
Only 4 weeks were taken.
3 weeks time to bring on record the stand of the department by way of filing a affidavit. Mr. Son, Learned Counsel for the applicants, Mr. Son, Counsel for the petitioners, by referring to an order dated 28/2021 by which your services were dismissed by this,
Yes.
by which the services of the petitioners were discharged, holding that their such services was without any following any that they were that holding that their appointments were so effective without following the due procedure mandated in the matter. Full stop. Mr. Son submits that there are many persons whose name figures in the said order dated 28/2021, but whose services, in spite of being directed to be terminated, have not been so terminated by the district authorities, and they are continuing in their services. On the next date fixed, Mr. Learned Standing Counsel, Department of School Education,
This is elementary education.
Department of Elementary Education shall place before this court, shall receive instructions as to whether all those persons whose names have been enlisted in the order dated 28/2021 has been terminated from their services, and or if any of them are still continuing in their services. Full stop. The said instructions shall be furnished to Mr. Learned Standing Counsel Elementary Education by the Director of Elementary Education in writing.
Furthermore, my lord, no so-called notice is issued to the others. Still they are working.
Let's see.
And they have.
Your Article 14 I am dealing now. Let's see. Moment this order goes, your Article 14 will also go. They'll terminate them also. So your Article 14 is done with.
Declare license.
1920.
Yes, Mr. Soikia, there is a.
I take the blame, my lord.
But I also, I believed on you. Anyway, this happens.
I am extremely sorry, my lord.
Can't help it. लिखिए तो IA में लिखिएगा IAC 42 AP 2024. Huh? This matter has been listed at the instance of the registry. Also, while order dated 6/3/2024, the IA was disposed of. However, an error has, and typographical error has entered into the said order, inasmuch as the opposite parties number 5 and 6 were directed to be implemented in the connected contempt petition as respondents number 5 and 6. On perusal of the contempt petition, it is seen that as on 6/3/2024, there were already 5 respondents implemented in the said way. Accordingly, the order dated 6/3/2024 is modified to the extent that the respondents number, the opposite party number 5 and 6 shall be so implemented in the connected contempt petition as respondents number 6 and 7 respectively, right? ये रहेगा, ये रहेगा, ये रहेगा, ये director तो रहेगा.
They will remain.
That's the mistake he made. He deleted that. वो prayer गलती है उसकी. मालूम है? अभी हम ये दोनों जो है ना, इन लोग दोनों को ये ममता रिबा डायरेक्टर बनाए, वो आएगा 5, 6, 7 में और ये आएगा 6 में. खत्म, बोल दीजिए अकॉर्डिंगली. अभी मेन पिटिशन में आई है. In view of the order dated order passed today in WPC in IA number 42 AP 2024, the paragraph 3 of the order dated 6/3/2024 be read as follows. The petitioner is directed to take steps for service of para 1 of the order dated 6/3/2024 in place of the words respondent number 5 and 6, the words respondent number 6 and 7. In the first paragraph of the order dated 6/3/2024 be read as respondent number 6 and 7, right? 5 and 6 be read as respondent number 6 and 7, okay? And in the third paragraph also the words respondent number 5 and 6 be read as respondent number 6 and 7 respectively. Office to make the necessary correction in terms of the above order.
But I am extremely sorry.
No, it's okay, it's happened. ये सब डिस्पोज होता है ना, यहाँ पे लिख दीजिए डिस्पोज. मत करिए, आइए को दिखाइए, बट मैंने ये मत दिखाइए. Disposal हो गया. Yes. Mr. Mojumdar was supposed to join, I suppose.
Yes, Master. I could not see him in the monitor which I am facing.
But I'm here.
Just finished his tea.
Must be a very delicious one.
Huh?
Must be a very delicious one.
Oh, it's also.
Fish. May it please your lordship, my lord.
Mr. Mojumdar, you are appearing for whom?
Respondent number 8, man.
In WPC 49.
WPC 49, yes.
How long will you take?
15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes.
Mark.
My matter is very short. The whole issue is in a very narrow.
When he is there, a short matter also gets elongated.
No,
Mr. Biswas, that's the problem.
My lord, we have all learned from our seniors.
That is the retort. Yes.
Yes, my lord. So, my lord,
this is CD block Parsi.
Yes, I'll start with WPC 49/24. So, my lord, the NIT was floated on 11/8/2023. Your lordship would find the NIT at page number 17.
Take me through this. List of dates.
My lord, that to start with the NIT, my lord. 11/8/2023 is when the NIT was floated. Your lordship will find it at page number 17, 17. Now, my lord, according to the NIT, my lord, the bid submission date was 5th of September 2023 at 12 p.m. in the noon, and the bid opening was on the same day at 1 p.m. afternoon.
Bid was 5:10.
5:09.
Submission.
Bid submission 5:09, opening 5:09. Only timing 1 hour gap.
Okay.
12 noon submission, 1 p.m. opening.
Okay.
Then, my lord, the work completion as per the NIT was 31/3/2024. Now, tender were submitted on that day, my lord, on the scheduled day, my lord. And according to the tender document, my lord, the work, commencement of work and completion of work, my lord, interestingly, has been given as 1st of 8 is August. 1st of August is the commencement of the work, and completion is 31st of March 2024. Now, my lord, commencement is before the NIT. My lord, I know that. Now, my lord, I come straight away to the terms and conditions, my lord. My lord will kindly come to page 28 of the writ petition. Now, my lord, I take your lordship to clause 8, subclause 17, page 28, terms and conditions. Writ petition 49.
28 is some technical terms and condition A, B, C, D.
No, my lord, page WBC 49?
No, 49 AP. Page 28. Okay. There is a mistake. Okay, go ahead.
Now, my lord, clause 8, subclause 17, my lord will kindly say. The bidder should fulfill all the required qualification. Non-fulfillment of the same would be directly rejected. May refer section 2, forms of bid, qualification, information. Now, my lord, this section 2, my lord, your lordship would kindly come to page number 19 of the writ petition. Now, my lord, this section 2, your lordship has seen forms of bid, qualification, information, and letter of acceptance. My lord will see clause 2, subclause 3.1, there is one undertaking just beneath the word affidavit. So, the tenderers are required to give an undertaking. Now, my lord, the format of this undertaking, your lordship will find at page 34. Now, this is an undertaking whereby the bidders, they undertake that they have visited the site and examined the bid document. But this all, they are giving an undertaking that they have satisfied with the conditions. And all this undertaking, this is a mandatory because, my lord, that particular clause say that failure will entail a rejection. No leverage, my lord. Plain meaning, failure will entail a rejection. Now, my lord, the bid was supposed to be, the opening date was supposed to be on 5th of September 2023.
Back to page 19.
19. Yes, my lord.
The bidder should, no, sorry, 28. Bidder should fulfill all requisite required qualification. Non-fulfillment of the same would be directly rejected.
Yes.
May refer section 2, form of bids.
Yes.
Qualification.
Yes.
But wait one thing. Now, form of bids, qualification information.
Yes.
Read 3.1.
3. Bidder should provide any additional information
required
to fulfill the requirement of clause 4 of the instruction to the bidders if applicable.
Applicable.
Yes. Now, this was applicable, my lord.
Undertaking. Now, show me how it is applicable.
My lord, I'll come to that because the very rejection says, because, my lord, there is nothing to indicate that this is not applicable. This was a part, this was a format given in the tender document itself, and there is no exception clause that this will not be applicable in this present tender. Had it not been applicable, my lord, this would not have been there in the tender form.
No, it's not that. if this is not a major condition, non-fulfillment of that may not lead to rejection of the tender.
My lord, but my lord, if I, subject to correction, my lord, if I read that particular clause at page number 28, it says that the bidder should fulfill all the required condition.
Fine.
Non-fulfillment of the same would be
See,
directly rejected.
See, that's what I'm saying. If you come down to, after that, after undertaking update, copy of pre-qualification, just come down to that section, just about GT Enterprise.
That is page number
19. Form of bids, qualification, information, and letter of acceptance.
Yes.
So those documents follow.
Mala.
Right? So somebody may argue that this actually pertains to this and this is optional. Okay, anyway, you go with your head with your case. Then what happened?
Now, my lord, the bids were supposed to be opened on 5th of September 2023. However, my lord, for reasons not known, the bids were not opened on the date and there was some delay in opening the bid. Therefore, an
When
RTI...
was the bid opened finally?
Yes. Well, then the RTI was filed and we got the reply of the RTI, my lord. Will kindly come to page number 36.
Were you not informed of the date when the bids were opened?
They say 30th of November 2023.
No, was this not informed to you?
No. There is no communication to that effect. Now, my lord will kindly come to the...
Where did you show me that?
Yes, page number 37, my lord will come. This is the board proceeding minutes. Now, my lord, here, my lord, your lordship would see, number 1 is me, the petitioner, LT Enterprise, and number 4 is the private respondent. Now, my lord, I have quoted a rate which is more than around, he has quoted 5 crore 38 lakhs. I have quoted 5 crore 41 lakhs. And my lord would see the remarks column. Why CR Enterprise was rejected. Firm Messrs. CR Enterprise registered from Assam CPWD, which is against District-Based Entrepreneurship Act. The firm owner, Srimati Sarah Ria, married to non-APST. My lord, I don't harp on this argument.
This cannot be.
And still using the STPRC status AP, which is uncalled for. Further, firm RC Enterprise, such and such, authorized Sri Takia as power of attorney holder, yet bidding documents not signed by the power of attorney holder. Instead, power of attorney holder used the facsimile signature of Messrs. CR Enterprise in all pages of tender document. The firm registered from CPWD outside state Assam, which is against District Entrepreneurship Act. District-based entrepreneurship already aimed to encourage indigenous people and local times. Then the next ground is form number 6 not included in financial bid, whereas form number 6 is mandatory. Now, my lord, one thing I would like to show from the tender, from the need, that who is the author of this need. My lord will kindly come to page number 17 once again, my lord. Page number 17. Who has authored this, who has floated this tender? Arunachal Pradesh Office of the Project Director. So the project director is the author of this NIT, my lord. Though it was countersigned by the joint director along with the assistant project director, but it was floated from the office of the project director.
It was floated on behalf of the project director by the joint director from here, Itanagar.
Lord, I see it dated Poloriang.
You come down to page 18 down below. Issuing authority is joint director.
My lord, probably this is his signature along with the facsimile of his seal, because my lord, if your lordship sees page 17 right hand side, Poloriang.
Fine. Fine, but this I've seen in other places also, other contracts also. This is the signature which is there. It's been issued by the year. It doesn't make any difference.
But my lord, the point which I'm trying to make is that the author is the project director in as much as my lord.
So
that-
your case is because of this,
my lord.
he is not qualified and accordingly his bid is to be rejected.
My lord, there are another 2-3 things I'll just
Good.
touch upon, my lord.
Good.
Now, my lord. My lord will kindly come to my registration certificate, which is annexure 1, that is at page number 15 of my.
There is no dispute with regard to your registration.
There is no dispute. Why I am indicating this? Because, my lord, I am authorized to do work worth rupees 8 crores. And that is not the case with the private respondent. Private respondent.
Case is that he is not an enlisted contractor under that act.
Under that act, and moreover, his registration certificate says that he can only do work up to 1 crore.
Where is that?
Yes, my lord. My lord will kindly come to. My lord, for that, your lordship, I'll have to bother your lordship to the IA, my lord. IA 29, the affidavit which we have filed in the IA, page number 39 of that affidavit. They filed an IA for vacating this interim order. And in that IA, we filed an affidavit and page number 39. My lord is there at page number 39 of that IA, annexure B. My lord will see page 39. He is a class 2 contractor, first line. Class 2 contractor. Now the pecuniary limits of class 2 contractor is at page number 40. 50 lakhs to 1 crore, 100 lakhs.
Last page is last page.
Done. Done.
Then, my lord.
What is the stand of the state?
I'll come to that, my lord. Only 2 things, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, my bid was recommended by the project director to the director for approval. Now the director, he issues the letter of intent in favor of the private respondent.
Page 39.
My lord. And after issuance of this letter of intent, my lord, again the project director seeks a clarification from the director. Because, my lord, the tender, my lord, the tender condition at clause number 50 says how the bid would be evaluated. It is at page number 50, clause number 15.
That it will be basing on the recommendation of the district body.
Absolutely.
Forget it. You proceed further.
Absolutely.
That will not be the main thing. You will have to satisfy this code beyond that.
My lord, absolutely. My lord, to whatever I have read from their affidavit, my lord.
Just tell me what is their ground.
My lord, they are saying that they are conspicuously silent about the deficiencies in the tender of private respondent number 8.
Where is the minutes of the director level scrutiny?
Director's level scrutiny, my lord, that is in their
record.
That's the affidavit filed by respondent number 226, my lord. They have formed a committee, my lord.
No, that's what I.
That committee.
226.
226.
Page
48. My lord, even this is wrong, my lord. I'll demonstrate before your lordship. This is an authority without any jurisdiction. This committee, the so-called committee which they form, my lord.
Where is it?
Page 48. 48 is the formation of the committee. My lord, just for a while, my lord, page 48, the first line. The committee derives its source from which manual, my lord. CPWD work manual 2014, section 20.2. My lord has seen, my lord. Now, my lord, this manual is not applicable in this standard. It is expressly barred, my lord. I will show, my lord. It is the manual of 2019 and 2020. Specific mandate.
This is manual of
2014. I will.
You say that presently the manual of 2019 and 20 is
20 is applicable. I take your lordship to that particular clause of the tender, my lord, where they have expressly indicated that it is the 2019 and 20.
Where?
I take your lordship to wrong manual. Page number 34 of their affidavit, the affidavit which your lordship is perusing, page number 34, my lord will kindly come. I am reading from their document. Clause 16, subclause 7.
This is part of the tender.
Yes, they have annexed it, my lord. Subclause 7, my lord will see. The other condition which is not specific herein shall be governed as per the CPWD work.
Okay, proceed.
Volume, my lord. Therefore, my lord, firstly, my lord, now, my lord, this committee itself, my lord, lacks jurisdiction in as much as it is constituted under a manual which is not applicable in the present tender. Now, my lord, after 4 months from the date of bid submission, they come to this finding that I have not submitted the tax clearance certificate. My lord, I am an APST man, my lord. I am exempted from income tax. Now, my lord, we'll kindly come to there is one more aspect of the matter is that they are out of the viability range.
10.49, beyond 10.
Beyond 10.
Fine.
Because mine is 10. And interestingly, my lord, in the affidavit filed by the office of the director, they don't say anything regarding the bid of the private respondent, my lord, which clearly indicates that there is some favoritism going around. Say even accept the ground that I have not submitted a tax clearance certificate.
What was your rate?
My lord, my rate. My rate was, yes, page number 37, 5 crore 41 lakh 76,504.
And the difference between your rate and the rate of the
around 38, 39, 40, 40, around 3 lakhs, my lord.
3 lakhs. Just check.
Yes. Or check, calculator. Calculator. 541,76,504 minus 538,815,43.
2,94,900.
Less than that. 2,94,961.
Okay. Any more? Anything more? Anything more?
My lord.
How did they deal with this registration part? It's not dealt.
No, not that. They have not uttered a single word regarding any of the deficiencies, glaring deficiency of private respondent number 8. Their entire
whatever deficiency has been pointed out at page 37 of your report.
Nothing dealt with. Conspicuously silent. that itself is an indication that there is, my lord, nepotism or favoritism or whatever, my lord, terminology. They are the state, my lord. We all are equal
And
before
what does
them.
the private respondent in his affidavit say on this point?
Private respondent, that is affidavit filed by the private respondent, my lord. They are also not very specific regarding, my lord. They are trying to project a case that once an authority gives a tender, they are the higher authorities. They have the right to evaluate the tender, and it is not mandatory.
So, sir, it's already closed.
Well, with a rider, my lord, at least rebuttal sometime, man.
Nothing more to say. You've said
Absolutely.
everything.
Subject to what they say, man.
UFO,
As for the state.
we'll hear you last. Yes, Mr. Mojumdar. Just clarify one thing.
My
Rightly, wrongly, in page 37, there are some materials brought against you with regard to your page 37 of the petition. You are for CR Enterprises.
Yes.
Who is
Mine.
assisting
Mine.
your
Mine.
CR Enterprises?
Yes. Page 37.
Right.
Yes.
Now, the first one is that you are not registered under the District-Based Entrepreneurship Act.
Yes.
One. Second one, we are not very sanguine.
And third one.
Third one also, we are not sanguine.
Yes. Third one, in fact, I'll show from the record. It was there. If they've taken a grammar, it was already there.
That we are not.
I'm only on
Then-
first one, registration.
District Entrepreneurship Act.
Registration. Yes. May
And
I?
this Form 6. And this Form 6.
Form 6 is already there. I mean, I'll show from the record.
Okay.
Form 6, I have already submitted. I'll show from the record.
Okay.
And the state also will accept it. And so far as
Tell me,
registration,
satisfy on this one, this
registration. Madam, the issue is very simple. There is an act and there are rules. Act says, my lord, Lordship may kindly have a look at the act. My submission will be, my lord, registration is not at all necessary. I'll show from the tender conditions, registration is not necessary. All that is required is that the person should be a local person domiciled in Itanagar.
No, just because he has taken a plea, we'll have to.
He has taken. I have to give a satisfactory reply to your lordship. That much I owe a reply. Lordship may kindly have a look at the act first, if your lordship is having that. In the beginning, my lordship will kindly see what is the object. To provide, am I audible, man?
Yes. Loud and clear.
My lord. To provide an incentive to ensure greater participation by district-based entrepreneurs and professionals as a part of the government policy, thereby facilitating decentralization of developmental activities with greater participation of people from nook and corners of the state of Arunachal Pradesh, to build a society of people with uniform social and economic status in the state and matter connected therewith and incidental thereto. Now, Lordship will kindly turn to next page, section 3. Preference to district-based entrepreneurs of professional. The state government shall, in its development and welfare-oriented projects in a district, give preference to the district-based entrepreneurs and professionals to secure equitable distribution of state development work among different categories of entrepreneurs in project works up to or involving such amount as prescribed in the schedule here too. So all that the Act requires is, my lord, the government should allow the. May I continue?
Yeah.
The government should allow the participation of the local people. That is the object of the Act. But the object of the Act is to allow the participation of the local people. But admittedly, I am a local person. There is 100% local person, indigenous, tribal. There is no dispute about that. Now, about the registration, Act is silent about registration. It is only the rules. It is only the rules. It is only the rules which say, my lord. If your lordship goes to the rules, my lord, it is only in the rules. Rule 4, my lord. Roman 2A says district-based entrepreneurs and professionals must be duly registered. My lord, admittedly, I am not registered in Arunachal Pradesh. I am registered in Assam. Now I am giving reply to that, my lord. Yes, I am coming to the page 125 of the petition. My lord, there is one difference in the copy of the NIT submitted by the filed by the writ petitioner and my client, my lord. If your lordship is aware, my lord, I need not tell your lordship that when the NIT documents are published, first 2 pages will be such that in the first page itself there will be an NIT and there will be a table showing the estimated cost, etc., etc. Your lordship is aware of that. I need not tell your lordship. Lordship may therefore go to the NITs produced and
We
filed
rely
by
on the NIT brought on record by the government.
my lord. Same thing, my lord. Lordship may kindly turn to page 24 of my affidavit so that I can refer to other documents of my.
Okay.
24 is actually the first 2 pages of the NIT which my learned friend has not produced. There are reasons why I'll show my lord. In the second page at page 25, if your lordship has got, terms and conditions are specifically given. Has your lordship got it, my lord? In the beginning itself, there is the one condition. Applicant, contractor, vendor, firm must produce original contractor registration certificate, valid trading license, GST, etc., etc. TIN, page 25, my lord. TIN in the name of the registered firm along with up-to-date tax clearance certificate which my learned friend's client did not submit. I will come to that later on, my lord. Now, for the purpose of satisfying your lordship's question, my lord, I am drawing your lordship's attention to clause 6. Clause 6, my lord. Has your lordship got it, my lord? Clause 6 reads like this, my lord. The vendor stroke firm should be domiciled, or may kindly note the words, should be domiciled within the territorial jurisdiction of Kurumkume district, Arunachal Pradesh, complying with District-Based Entrepreneurship Act 2015. While the understanding of the authority, the government who authored the NIT is that so far as the compliance with the with regard to the requirement of my lord, this Act of 2015 is concerned, strict compliance is necessary for the purpose of this NIT is that he should be a domicile and not registration. This is my submission, my lord.
Mr. Mojumdar, are you trying to project in this manner?
My lord.
Registration can be anywhere.
Yes.
You can be a registered contractor. You can be a PWD registered contractor, Assam PWD registered contractor, or a Arunachal Pradesh registered contractor.
Absolutely, my lord. Absolutely.
The only condition is that you
This
must
should be a domicile.
fulfill 2B of the Act.
Exactly, my lord.
District Entrepreneurship and Professionals.
Yes, my lord, the Act itself, my lord, kindly see what is the object of the Act. Object of the Act is to, my lord, encourage.
Having a local, having Andhra Pradesh domicile certificate.
Yes.
And is a permanent resident.
My lord, admitted. My lord, the authority, while publishing the NIT, while laying down the conditions, had chosen not to incorporate the part of registration as mentioned in the rules for the purpose of this tender. They have said
is there a provision in the rules? I don't have the rules before me.
My lord.
Requiring registration as a contractor. If so,
my
before whom?
My lord, so far as rule is concerned, my lord, rules which I have just now read, rule says that registration is necessary. But my submission before lordship.
No, before whom?
Before the under the inappropriate class of category.
Because if that is provided for, the authority also
my lord,
has to be provided for.
My lord, registration before
has to be provided for.
My lord, registration before the government of Assam is not government of Arunachal Pradesh is not mentioned here. I am reading the rules again slowly, my lord. I am reading.
I'll just read that.
I am just reading the rules once again slowly.
Please.
The district-based entrepreneurs and professionals must be duly registered under the Arunachal Pradesh Contractors Registration Rules 2008.
Where is that?
Under
2008?
I am holding a copy.
2015 rules.
I have one rule, but
2015 rules.
2015, yes, 13th August 2015.
There is 8, there is 1 more. Yes, I am.
Yes. Well, next page also will find the rules.
Can I have the 2008 rules? Because the rules under this act refers to some rule of 2008. Registration is called for under that. Enlistment rules. Where is that?
Enlistment rules.
2008.
Yes.
So this registration would mean an enlistment under that act.
Yes.
Are you enlisted under that act, Mr. Mojumdar?
No, no, madam, no. Madam, my submission with your lordship is, we will have to go by the tender conditions. Conditions are very clear. Conditions at page 25 of my affidavit of opposition in the tender at serial number 6 says, vendor should be a domicile within the territorial jurisdiction of Kurumkume district, Arunachal Pradesh, complying with district-based entrepreneurship act 2015. What is the meaning of this sentence, madam? Meaning is, your compliance should be with regard to your domicile in Kurumkume district, nothing else. It doesn't say.
Mr. Mojumdar, once they say you have to comply with the 2015 act.
Yes, madam.
That cannot be read in isolation. It has to be read in terms of the rules thereof.
Madam, my submission before your lordship is.
Or we can ignore the rules and we only stick to the act.
My lord, in fact, my lord, so far, my submission will be, we'll have to go by the terms of the tender. Tender conditions are very specific. It doesn't speak about the rules. It says that you have to comply with the rules. Well, the act is silent about the registration.
Okay. If the act, then the schedule also will come in.
Yes.
The schedule under 3.1 would come in.
Of the act, my lord.
Yes. The schedule is under 3.1.
Yes.
Section 3.1.
Yes, ma'am.
Now come to this. The state government shall in its development and welfare oriented projects in a district give preference to the district-based entrepreneurs and professionals to secure equitable distribution from so-and-so involving so-and-so. Now, if you come to the schedule, all registered contractors. Now, 5 again says power to make rules. So, enlistment is an act which is brought in by maybe by fiction or something into this act.
Yes.
So the registration, you may have other registration, but you should also have a registration as contemplated under the rules. Because you can't read the in isolation the act, because act again refers to the schedule. Schedule says registration. To understand registration, we'll have to go to the rules.
In the act, the preference is to be given to the local entrepreneurs. And the tender condition specifically says
there is no doubt about that. You are not a local entrepreneur. You are an ST. Other conditions, but the thing is whether the registration is required.
My submission will be registration is not required because the tender conditions it specifically did not speak about the registration. I don't time see. It specifically says about the word domicile. One has to be a domicile within the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and that is the area where strict compliance is necessary. The tender conditions doesn't say, my lord, it cannot be, we cannot enlarge it. My lord is aware of that. We cannot enlarge the conditions of tender. Tender conditions is very specific. It says strict compliance with the act so far as the domicile is concerned. Other things, there are many contractors in Arunachal who are not registered in Arunachal, but still they are giving work. There are instances where I can show. Even the respondent number 8 before lordship has executed earlier work. But tender conditions are very specific. It says should be domicile within this, and it speaks about the act. Rules has gone about the registration method. The act is silent about the registration. Lordship will have to interpret what will be the meaning of clause 6 at page 25 of the affidavit.
Mr. Mojumdar, if we can come back to page 24.
24, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Just read the first line.
First line. Item tender is hereby invited on behalf of the government of Andhra Pradesh from all registered and eligible contractors or registered and eligible contractors and vendors, farms having valid trading license with GST registration for supply. Man, registration is not compulsory. Nowhere they have said that registration is compulsory.
No, no. Registered and eligible contractors is one.
And vendors,
firm
yes.
having valid trading license is separate. You
Yes.
don't come within the trading license.
Yes.
You come
We have a trade
within
license. We have a
the
trade license.
contractor.
We have a trade license.
Then what is this valid trading license?
Yes, valid trading license.
Supply.
We have. Yes. And we have submitted also, my lord.
So why was that not considered then?
Which ground, my lord? And that
Your
is why.
trading license?
That is why I'll show, my lord. That is why the evaluation done at the level, at that level, was not final. I will show further to your lordship now that tender conditions include a provision for further scrutiny, which my learned friend has
That
not
I am satisfied with. That I have gone through earlier. The director has the power to read.
Yes, my lord. Yes, it is there.
There is
in
no
the tender
doubt about
condition. Yes.
I'm only on the registration part.
My lord, registration, my humble submission is not necessary at all. Tender conditions nowhere say that registration is necessary.
Have you
Nowhere.
got the rules? Just a moment. Let me just go through that rules once.
My lord. Along with our technical bill, my lord, we have submitted our trading license. That is there on record.
And trading license is issued by?
I'm just confirming this. I'll go to copy.
Deputy Commissioner Kurumkumar District.
Deputy Commissioner Kurumkumar District. What is the object of the act? Object of the act is to ensure that local entrepreneurs are promoted. They are given sufficient scope for participation in the state charges. Distribution of state charges.
Mila rules.
He has gone to fetch.
Mila. Rules. Rules. Rules of 2015 rules. But this is the act. Rules.
And qualified by police. He has considered us as a firm having a valid trade license, which will stop qualified police.
Mr. Mujumdar.
My lord.
Have you got the rules with you? 2015 rules.
15 rules I have got. I have got the 15 rules.
क्या है वो? सब है क्या? Now, Mr. Majumdar,
My lord.
if you come to the rule, the rule 2.2.
Yes.
Roman 2 means any person who is involved in the activity of execution of development welfare projects includes so and so. Entrepreneur must be indigenous of Arunachal Pradesh and a permanent resident of the concerned district. This is in same tune with the act, in the act, the definition given same.
My lord.
Then it comes, as per provisions of section 3, the following schedule shall be followed by all agencies and government department in selection of contractor for execution of work within the state after an NIT has been called. So, Mr. Majumdar,
My lord.
any NIT that will be called should be governed by these rules,
Yes.
right?
My lord.
Now you come to the provisions at next page.
My lord.
This is 4.2. Contractor entrepreneur.
Yes.
Before participating in the tender must satisfy the following conditions.
Yes.
And C1.
Yes.
So how can you say that enlistment, that registration will do? Because this is an overriding, this will have effect of over all the NITs in the state. Right? Any NIT issued will be governed by these provisions of rules.
My submission will be in that event, if this interpretation is to be given, my submissions will be twofold. One, the petitioner has not challenged the tender conditions anywhere in the entire petition. This is not his case that
he did not. Just my idea, just try to clarify this. He did not, because these act and the rules have to be held to be inbuilt in the tenders, in the NITs. I may be wrong, but this is something which is troubling.
It is always, it's true, it is there. And it is always, the department is always at liberty to, to put its own tender conditions. Now, in the tender condition,
that is the problem. That is the problem. Maybe when there is an act of this sort is not available, the subordinate may, or the delegate may go along and put their own conditions. But here, the legislature has bound them. They can't go beyond that. Can they?
Now, if the petitioner says that this interpretation is to be given, that the authority cannot go beyond the beyond the act or the rules, then the terms and conditions of the NIT itself should have been challenged by them, saying that no. Why? Because the tender, as I've said, my lord, tender is very clear. It says compliance with the act is necessary only for the purpose of ensuring that it is a domicile in the state, and nothing. It's very clear, my lord. They could have said that all the provisions in act.
They need not, because Mr. Majumdar, my query is they need not, because when the act and the rules are very clear, and that, see, the word here is the contractor entrepreneur before participating in the tenders. There is no distinction. In the tenders, it says.
Yes.
Must satisfy the following conditions. So, even if it is not specified in the tender, this has to be written. Who is appearing for the government? Yes. How have you violated your own conditions? What is your justification for that? We'll have a clarification from Mr. Majumdar. But what is your clarification on this?
Page 7.
Page 7 of your?
Affidavit in opposition of respondent 2 to 7.
I'll just have the idea from the government. Let's see what they say. Page 7.
Yes, madam.
Affidavit in opposition by the 1 to 3.
2 to 7.
2 to 7. Okay, fine. Page 7.
Yes.
Yes.
Further, madam. 7. Further. Further, Srimati Chera Rita, proprietor of MSCR Enterprise, is a permanent resident of Regji Village, District Kurkume, Arunachal Pradesh, and she is by birth Arunachal Pradesh Scheduled Tribe.
I'm not on that.
Yes, ma'am.
Your this act and rule says
yes, ma'am,
that prior to participating in a tender, this is admitted.
Yes, ma'am.
She is an ST. She is a domicile. I'm no doubt about it.
Yes.
But this act requires an enlistment.
Madam.
How have you covered up this?
We went through this.
You can't go beyond this act and rules, can you?
No, madam. Yes.
Can you?
No, madam.
Get a clarification tomorrow from your authorities that whether while floating tenders they can violate the act and the rules, or they have the independent power to prescribe conditions. Just give me that. We'll proceed there on.
My lord,
only on that.
Yes, my lord.
Only on that point. That act and the rules are there.
Yes, ma'am.
That is general. We are not binding us. We can prescribe condition in devotion to that. Just get me a clarification.
Page 50, my lord. Before that, my lord, of my affidavit in opposition, my lord. On earlier occasion also, the private respondent was given, my lord, work order, my lord. LOI, page 50, my lord. This is of 12 April 2022. This is not the first time, my lord.
Fine, I got it.
Yes, ma'am.
I got it. That if that is the norm, just let me know that this act and rules, because you are the author, your interpretation would hold the field.
Yes, ma'am.
So give us that interpretation that you are not required to follow the act and the rules.
Not like that, but my
Then
lord, we
you
went
cannot
to the
have to-
domicile.
Just tell me,
Yes, ma'am.
domicile is qualified here with enlistment. You can't go beyond that, can you? Just get a written instruction on this from your authority.
But what we say, my lord, this petitioner, my lord.
See, finding here will have wide ramification.
Yes, yes.
That will be
Obviously,
the norm which will be followed in all tenders now.
Yes, ma'am. Obviously.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So I want a clarification from you that in spite of the act and the rules, only on the point of domicile, we can, wherever he is registered, we can proceed and award works. Get me that. Day after tomorrow. 2 o'clock.
Tomorrow.
Already is late, my lord.
You join online.
Yes. From Sir's chamber.
Join online. Be with Muzumdar. He will be there.
Day after tomorrow, my lord.
Mr. Muzumdar, accommodate him also that day.
Always, my lord. Yeah, I can.
By 1 p.m.
My lord,
He'll be there by 1 p.m. 1 p.m. he'll be in your office.
My lord, I'll accommodate him in my chamber, my lord.
That's it. By 1 p.m. he'll be there. I'll take up the matter at 2 p.m. He'll be there by 1 p.m.
I'll offer him lunch also, my lord, on that day.
That's what I said, 1 p.m.
Day after tomorrow,
Let us
my lord.
get this, because Mr. Muzumdar, if I record a finding,
my lord,
as per your submission that this is not required, that will have wide ramification.
My lord, I'm not saying that it's not required. What I'm saying is, my lord, Act and the rules provide that yes, registration is required. But fact remains that in Arunachal, my lord, after 2015, there are many contractors who have not registered, but in spite of that, the government is not insisting. Therefore, my lord, since the government is not insisting, the persons who are not registered, domicile.
That cannot be the prerogative of the government once they have enacted an act and a rule. They are bound to follow it. If they are not following it, they'll have to have a justification for that.
My lord, if the government has enacted it for attaining a particular objective, and that is that local entrepreneurs should be, my lord, encouraged.
Then
that goal, my lord, they are already achieving by ensuring that only local entrepreneurs are allowed to participate in the tender process.
Let them give me that clarification.
My lord, give me just 30 seconds to point out two things, my lord. I have, although since from the beginning itself, your lordship has asked me a question and I'm giving reply to that. But I have got two other points to suggest, my lord, because my submission will be the writ petition is not maintainable on 2 counts. One, there is suppression of fact. My lord, the writ petitioner had filed the writ petition. My lord had filed the writ petition.
K.D. Sharma.
No, my lord.
K.D. Sharma.
My lord, he filed the. My lord.
Filed the writ petition, suppression of fact. What?
My lord, he filed the writ petition of 2nd of February 2024. I'm not merely saying that there is suppression. There is a reason, my lord. He filed the writ petition of 2nd of February 2024. Before that, on 12th of January 2024, he filed an application under RTI asking for documents. Now, he was furnished as many as 50 documents running up to 90 pages. All those, he is till now, he is silent about the documents he has received based on his application. And in fact, since he has received all the documents, he has also received the documents of his rejection of his technical bid for not submitting text and certificate.
When was the RTI reply given to him?
RTI reply was given to him, my lord, on 25 January. And when we have taken a specific plea in the counter that you were aware of all these facts, but you have suppressed and you have not submitted it, and you have neither challenged your rejection of technical bid, nor you have produced the document, he has not denied and he has not touched that issue, my lord. Thereby he has admitted the fact that he was aware, because for the purpose of obtaining in the interim order for which I have not been able to start my work, he did not produce these documents. Had he produced his document of rejection of his technical bid, my lord, because by that time it was already rejected, and he didn't file it. Even now, my lord.
Second point.
Second point is, my lord,
submission.
first is, my lord, suppression of fact, and second is, my lord, tax clearance certificate is mandatory, which your lordship has seen, my lord, and admittedly he has not submitted. Today, in the rejoinder he has filed, he has taken a plea that as an Arunachali ST, I am not supposed to pay tax, therefore I have not given. No. But income tax itself has made it very clear that you have to obtain a tax exemption certificate. Because if a person from Arunachal also, if he earns money elsewhere, he has to pay tax. And about a year back, my lord, in the assembly of the state of Arunachal Pradesh, there was a question. The then Deputy CM, my lord, replied saying that no, we should encourage our people to submit tax returns so as to show that he has not made any income from outside the state or from any non-scheduled areas. And therefore, my lord, the reply that I am, as an Arunachali ST, I am not supposed to pay tax, so I have not given tax clearance certificate, is an admission of the fact there is a mandatory condition of tax clearance certificate he has not produced. And therefore, when his technical...
Very valid submission. We have recorded that. We have recorded that.
And therefore, my submission will be he has no locus to challenge my...
I'll look into it. But further, first, I just want a clarification with regard to the applicability of the Act and the rules. Let the government clarify that.
On the RTI, I'll also take instruction, my lord. But one thing, my lord, which is
you take instructions, everything, reserve your energy for them.
No, and but my lord, my eyebrows are raised, my lord, because the RTI authority is not respondent number 8. How does he knows what documents has been supplied from inside?
Produce. No, you produce all the 90.
He is not the RTI authority, my lord. RTI is filed before the government. He's a private party.
Mr. Vishwas,
my lord.
While crossing through the office of the respondent number 8, he overheard this. Now you are bound to clarify because it's you who have received it. He just overheard it.
I'll take instructions of the document because my lord will kindly see one thing. In all such repetitions where RTI application is made, the first document we annex is the list of documents that I asked for. That is absent here. Secondly, the documents which were supplied to me, that is also not here. He has chosen 3 documents and deliberately suppressed the rejection of his technical bid, because once he produces the document, he will not get the
then the delay thing would have come in.
Yes, my lord.
What documents were given, and I'll take instructions, my lord, because it was already filed.
You have already put me in a bind. So relax.
My
Mr.
lord,
Majumdar is trying to open it. He is not being able to do that. Wednesday, 2 p.m.
Wednesday at 2 p.m.
It can also be seen from the angle of Contract Act also, my lord. I'll satisfy on the last one.
Okay, fine. Next day, sit down there and fight both of them.
Absolutely.
Have lunch at 1 p.m. and 2 p.m.
I will.
Provided fish is there in the menu.
Veg, non-veg, all will be available, man.
All will be there.
Yes.
We have the Learned Council for the parties. Mr. Learned, you have standing council or the government?
Standing council.
Standing council, what department?
RD.
Rural Development Department is required to receive instructions from the competent authority of the department as to whether for participation in any tender issued by the department, the provisions of the Act of provisions of the
Arunachal
Pradesh District Madam Act of 2015 and the provisions of rules of 2015 is required to be complied with by the contractor. Full stop. It is to be noted that while furnishing the instructions, provisions of section of Rule 4, Chota 2 of the rules of 2015 shall be also considered. It is stated that it is to be noted that Rule 4.2 lays down the conditions requisite to be satisfied by the contractor / entrepreneur before participating in tenders. Madam?
My lord will kindly direct the project director, because about the suppression of fact, my lord, I am not saying from any personal instruction. Page 36 of the requisition shows that he has got 50 pages. Page 36, my lord. Let the project director produce all those 50 pages if that includes the rejection of technical bid. Well, page 36, possibly kindly see the line, but the last but one line. Number of pages. So from there, I have come to know that he has got 50 documents, but he has produced only 3. If he has for any reason received the copy of rejection of the technical bid on that day, then his petition has to be dismissed only on the count that without challenging the technical bid. Yes, not technical, because well, that is there will be clear suppression of the fact.
On
most
the
relevant.
next date fixed. The respondent authorities shall also indicate as to whether the whether the minutes of the whether the comparative statement as prepared
on 5-1
the office of the
joint
director so and so
on 5-1
in terms of the order dated 5/1/2024 issued by the joint director
was furnished
upon re-scrutiny of the documents of the bidders was made part of the RTI documents as furnished to the petitioner while the communication dated 25/1/2024.
Deeply obliged. That will clarify
I
everything.
want this instruction to come from the topmost person, competent authority that I've said. Don't get it from the project director. I don't want it from the director also. I want it from the commission secretary. Okay, who is the man in Delhi, in Itanagar looking after the affairs? Director. Okay. Get it from the director. Yes, sir. At 2 बोल के दे दीजिए. At 2, Mr.
Day after tomorrow. Keep your right.
Interim accounting. Matter will be listed on 13/3/2024 at 2 p.m. Interim order passed earlier to continue till the next date of this day.
Obliged.
My lord, I stayed back for one particular reason, my lord. The case involved was very short. From 1975 to 2005, the land, yes, land was in my possession, and then all
it
those
went
things,
to the
yes,
Bango Kabang.
Bango Kabang, and then my lord, that now finally today, while giving a thought to this particular case, I was shocked by the amendment of the 2023, the Assam Frontier Administration of Justice Regulation Amendment. Now, my lord will see, kindly see.
You have that?
I have that. Please, this copy. Anyone will do. My lord will come to section 1. That subsection 3, my lord. It says, it shall be deemed to have come into force with effect from 20th February 1987.
Retrospective.
Now, my lord, when we interpret the statute, my lord, it is well settled that any act will come into effect from the day it is signed and notified, my lord. Now, it is something, my lord, meaning the
That body is an appellate body.
that's why, my lord, my interpretation is now
No,
rightly
have they
no,
modified also that list of codes, civil codes?
No, my lord, it is not there. My lord, even there is no saving clause. In a particular act, when there is no saving clause, the legislature is empowered to make a law retrospective effect, my lord. So now, when I go through this particular thing, my lord,
your thing gets validated.
Now, that means, my lord, it has by these retrospective, whether
thing which was illegal now has become
legal. Now, my lord, kindly see the authoritative judgment that Registrar General, Guwahati High Court versus Union of India.
Gone.
My lord, that 2013, volume 4, page 1109. Now it's gone, my lord. Now, my lord, subsequent to that, my lord, there is another judgment called Navum Nikum, my lord. Because when this
where Bango has been held to be not
my lord. And subsequently, my lord, there are catena of judgments that I have argued.
Now, this did not strike me also.
Yes, my lord. Now, my lord, gone. Now, my lord, kindly appreciate section 6 of the CPC now for a moment, my lord. That is the pecuniary jurisdiction of the civil courts. Now, once you are given this power, then all the cases, my lord, after Registrar General judgments, which this honorable court has remanded back to the appropriate civil court, consequent upon the enactment of the AP Civil Code, my lord. Now, they will have no pecuniary jurisdiction to try this. That is my second thing, my lord, I have came across, my lord. Now, my lord, I pray today, my lord, kindly give me at least 6 weeks time. I will challenge this act, my lord. You cannot have the retrospective operation, my lord.
On the prayer made on behalf of the petition by Mr. T.T. Tara, Learned Counsel for the petition, and not objected to by the Learned Counsels appearing for the respondents. List this matter again after 6 weeks.
Interim to continue. Lord, I am making this prayer for it will serve all of us, my lord. Because
I was prepared to interfere with the subsequent one and remand back the matter, requiring if any dispute go to a civil court.
Right.
That was what I had planned in this matter. Anyway, fine. 2 more weeks. Let him enjoy. By that time, if he assails that, then fine. It's good for all.
It's good.
Let's see what
it's nothing, you know, like.
So
we are going. But this is
because
something.
there was a village kebang in his favor. Then that Bango came. The decision of the court till now was Bango kebang not
even
not maintainable.
Yes.
Even I passed orders.
Someone has himself appealed before the ADC level to review the kebang and conduct a Bango. He is saying that Bango kebang is non-existent. But
he himself made an application.
Yes, he's again putting the application.
And my lord, even that amendment, the word additional deputy commissioner is not there.
Okay, fine. We'll consider it.
My lord, even that P ten substance and causes omissus and the theory
Pectus
of
amicus.
yes, my lord,
Deliberate,
de facto, my lord.
deliberate leaving aside by the.
Correct, sir. And overturning the judicial precedents and which is not permissible under law.
Anyway, I'll also go through that.
Yes,
Finding it interesting. I'll also go through.
grateful, man. Great.